Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael does life. Oh, Michael.
Hello, folks at home. We are back talking yet again about Starfield. And it's so fantastic to be talking about a game like this because in just 22 days, Bethesda, well, it's time. It's time for them to showcase this game off and do so in a way that makes sense. 25 years in the making. Starfield releases in just 22 days. The real Michael Myers is coming through and popping the cherry. And let's see what he has to say.
Michael Myers super chatted $9.99. Poppin' those hairy cherries, what else is new?
The real Michael Myers coming through really hard and really strong. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Last night we played Baldur's Gate 3. And despite what people are saying in this chat, I actually did have some fun with it. Now, am I good at the game? No. Am I claiming to be good at the game? No. But it was interesting enough in certain aspects for me to say, well, we can probably continue this. However, with that said, the combat has a high learning curve and there's a lot to take in there, especially for a casual gamer like me. But we plugged the controller in and it sort of streamlined the experience a tad, and I thought that was much appreciated. So I would say Baldur's Gate 3 is not as bad as I thought it was going to be, despite what some losers in this chat will tell you. You know, they will think they know what they're talking about, but they're not. They didn't watch the stream last night, and I already shared my impressions at the very end. So you could skip to the very end to overall get the thoughts on there. So that's what we did last night. We played Baldur's Gate 3, one of the highest rated games of this year. It's got a 96 on Metacritic, and I certainly don't believe that Starfield will come close to that. Because in just 22 days, the game releases, and you guys don't care. We've been through this conversation for weeks now. The marketing has yet to start. And by the way, the marketing for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 has started already, as they just put out another trailer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. And mind you, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 does not come out until October. And Call of Duty is a household name. If you honestly, and I'm being dead ass, if you honestly believe that Xbox is doing a fantastic job here with the marketing, you're wrong. You need to tell people, hey, this exists, and this is why you should care about said thing. And they're not doing that. I understand you guys are nerds. You're chronically, terminally rather, online 24/7. I understand that. I get that. I understand my audience. But you have to understand, not everyone is in that bubble. Not everyone is in the Bethesda community. Not everyone is in the Xbox community. And as such, for casual Skyrim fans, they might have forgotten about Starfield's existence. In my honest opinion, for a game that's 25 years in the making, they need to go all out here in the coming days and weeks. And the fact that they haven't, just 22 days away from launch, screams red flag. It does. Because this is a brand new IP. This is not Elder Scrolls. This is not Fallout. This is all new. In 25 years, a brand new IP from Bethesda. And yet they seemingly have nothing to show for. And I certainly hope you have something to say in that super chat, buddy.
Dave from the Bronx super chatted $4.99.
Dave from the Bronx.
What's up, Mackle? Let's keep the positive energy going for Starfield, brother. Shout out to Big Mike 227 and Duncan.
That's what we're talking about. Dave from the Bronx coming through. I'm trying to tell you the reality, and no one's listening. This has been happening for literally years on this channel because I don't look like Brad Pitt. My eyes go in different fucking directions. That's the problem. You know, they judge a book from its cover. They don't listen to the book. They don't read the fucking book. They can't comprehend the contents of the book. They look at the cover and they say, fuck that shit.
$5.
That's the problem in here.
Issue with Bethesda's targeted marketing. Blame CDPR and Cyberpunk. They ruined it for everyone and changed the game when it comes to games
Bethesda,
marketing.
no one's understanding this, okay? And first of all, I think the acquisition really fucked this whole thing up. I really do. I really believe that. You know, this was a game that was coming to PlayStation 5 at one point. Very much so. In fact, I believe at one point it was a PlayStation 5 exclusive. I don't know the full history of Starfield, but I can tell you that the acquisition certainly put some roadblocks up that probably weren't there beforehand. And it's sad and it's frustrating. And if I were Todd Howard, I would be pissed right about now. This is a passion project from a veteran game studio, 25 years in the making. This is their game. And as such, for them not to push this and say, this is a thing that you need to know about, this is from the makers of Skyrim, and they're not reaching that casual audience, at least so far as of this broadcast, is disgusting. It is disgusting. You can't just sit there and market this game for the target audience, because the target audience is going to be there day one. You guys got your pre-orders locked in. We understand that and we get that. You have to reach outside of that bubble. How do you do it? You market the fucking game. What they're doing right now is not marketing the game. And we're 22 days away until release. It is a huge red flag. And I know they've done this in the past with Fallout. I know they've done this in the past with Elder Scrolls. But again, those are established IPs. This is the first time in 25 years Bethesda is coming out and saying, hey, we've done something fucking new here. And yet marketing is nowhere to be found. You go to the Xbox website, 22 days away until launch, and you have to scroll all the way down to hear about fucking Starfield. Xbox needs to be pushing this hard, but they're not. And it's bullshit. Because even if the game is good or bad, it doesn't matter. You market the fucking game. The target audience has already secured their pre-orders. No doubt about it. They have secured their pre-orders. They have bought the collector's edition. You have to market this game. And I'll tell you this, if this were a PlayStation exclusive, PlayStation would have handled this differently. I can tell you that right here, right now.
It's over.
PlayStation would have handled this differently.
Snurf super chatted $10. Bethesda has never made a bad game. It's like Rockstar, they don't make bad games.
It doesn't matter.
Fallout 76 is Bethesda's worst and it has a huge fan base.
Yeah.
Redfall isn't by Bethesda, you fake gamers.
Yeah, they're the publisher. But what I'm telling you, Fallout 76 isn't from the main studio. Todd Howard was just the producer. He wasn't the creative lead. He had no... I'm not going to discuss stuff that's already well known. But you have to understand, at the end of the day, this is Starfield. This is all new. This is their space opera. The fact that they're not marketing this is ridiculous. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 has already been announced. It just got a new trailer. The game doesn't come out until October. They're pushing other games left and right, and yet we're here 22 days away until the launch of Starfield, and there's no fucking marketing. Now look, to be fair, that could change as soon as tomorrow. But right now, and this is what really matters, right now as of this broadcast, it was nothing but radio silence. It has been how many days? Nearly 2 months. Tomorrow is going to be 2 months until we last saw gameplay. 2 months ago, the Starfield Direct took place, and that was the last time we heard or seen from the game in a big way. And then they basically went radio silent and said, please pre-order our game, based off of that showcase. And that's not enough. That's not enough. And you can disagree and you will. I don't care. You don't care about this game right now because there's no fucking marketing. You have to be a literal nerd to know about this game the game's existence. You have to be a nerd to know that this game is coming and when it's releasing. They are not doing a good job at the marketing. Are they marketing it? Sure. If you go to the Microsoft store, you know, it's within, again, that bubble. They're marketing it within that, again, that bubble. You turn on the Xbox fucking dashboard, I'm sure you're going to see an ad for it. Well, that's within that ecosystem. Duh. They're going to push their products. They're going to push their services. No doubt about it. I'm talking about bursting the bubble and getting out of that and saying, hey, where's the confidence in this game? Where's the marketing budget? This is Todd Howard's apparently magnum opus, 25 years in the making. They have nothing to show for 22 days. We have seen, and again, the Zelda comparison gets brought up. Well, Zelda didn't get marketed. Zelda didn't do this. Zelda didn't do that. Nintendo didn't push it that hard. First of all, Zelda's been around for 35 fucking years. It's not a new IP. It's Nintendo. It's the Apple of gaming. It sells itself. Doesn't mean that they don't market it. But with that said, and what I can tell you is that Nintendo walked us through just some of the new improvements and enhancements in Breath of the Wild, because I remember watching that, and they walked us through the game. We have not gotten that yet with Starfield, and we won't.
Raxi donated
We got a sizzle reel is what we got. We got an overglorified sizzle reel.
And 54 aura. Congratulations on hitting 70k Alps, Michael. You deserve it. People need to listen to you and put their thinking cap on. Let's go,
I'm not
baby,
hot.
100k LSKT.
I'm not hot, so they won't subscribe. It's as simple as that. You got to be attractive in the entertainment business. If you're not attractive, you're not getting too far. Unless you know someone that is attractive. It's as simple as that. So, nonetheless, we do appreciate that. Thank you for congratulating us for 70,000 subscribers. But Starfield releases in just 22 days, and we're here to talk about that. That is what we're here to talk about, and I'm hoping that tomorrow something changes, because if this week goes by and it's nothing but radio silence like it was last week, it's just getting to a point where it's just so sad. I don't have my pre-order locked in because there's quite frankly no reason to pre-order it. I still need a reason to get this game, and I've asked people in here, name one thing that this game does differently than No Man's Sky, name one thing that this game does differently than Mass Effect, name one thing that this game does differently than Elite Dangerous, name one thing that this game does differently from all of these other space games, and not one single person in here could actually answer that question. Because quite frankly, if Bethesda wasn't behind this game, it would be just another generic open world space game with some RPG elements in there. That's the reality of it. I'm not saying the game's trash, but based off of what they showed, what's really new here? Well, you can customize your character. Great. You can do that in every other fucking RPG. You can customize your ship. Great. You can do that in No Man's Sky. At least from what I remember. Maybe not. I don't know. But we're not seeing anything totally new here. And I understand they haven't shown off the game that way. And that's the problem with the game. There's too many big question marks. We don't know how it runs on Series S. A lot of people have Series S because, well, they maybe can't afford Series X, or, at the time, the Series X wasn't readily available. Series S was. A lot of people are on Series S, and I'm thinking they have to ensure parity here, which is disappointing to say the least, because there was no point to buy the fucking Series X outside of a boosted frame rate, I suppose. So we don't know how performance is on Series S. PC performance is a big fucking question mark. They partnered up with AMD. We don't even know if there's NVIDIA DLSS, which would be very disappointing, and modders are going to seemingly have to mod that in. But again, Todd Howard said that this game is a modder's paradise, implying that there's maybe not all that much to this game, and that modders are going to be able to have their basically free reign to go in and add content and this, that, and the third, because maybe Bethesda couldn't get the job done. Hopefully that's not the case, and maybe that's the wrong way to look at it, but it is what it is. That's what Todd Howard said, a modder's paradise. Okay, so there's too many question marks with this game this close to launch, and I understand it's space. There's a bit of mystique surrounding it, but you have to come out of the woodwork sooner rather than later, and you have to advertise and market this game. I don't give a shit about what fucking 5,000 nerds on some stupid forum think about the marketing. They have no idea how this works. Look at the success of Cyberpunk. You know why that game was successful? Because CD Projekt Red spent millions, and I mean millions, marketing that fucking game. They shoved it down your throat, and they said, you're gonna love this, and this is gonna be this game that puts it out there and sets it apart from any other fucking game before it. That was why you bought it. They are not marketing this game. It's a disservice to Todd Howard. It's a disservice to the Bethesda studio. And quite frankly, the acquisition killed this fucking game. Because unless they come out of the woodwork and push really hard and really strong within the next few weeks, we only have 22 fucking days, and they have nothing to show for in 2 months. That's bullshit.
Snurf Super Chat.
That's what that is.
Michael's on the front page of Starfield's trending topics. The leaks are looking so good. First game I've been excited for in years. AMD, here's why you should too. First, you can drink soda. Second, it's free.
Yep. Again, with the zero conversation in here, it's just like, let's just spam stuff. Let's just spam W in the chat. We can't have conversations in here, and that's what pisses me off and frustrates me so much about doing this show, because we can't get down to 1-1. You know what I mean? There's this fucking weird barrier. And one thing I will say is that the trolls can communicate. They can say what they feel. You guys can't. You guys are fucking parrots in here and saying dumb catchphrases when I'm trying to reach out and have conversations about this shit, because I fucking care about it. Okay, I'm clearly passionate about what I fucking talk about, and that seemingly gets thrown right out the window because you don't believe in that. I don't give a shit if you believe in the fucking Santa Claus or the devil. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter, because I am here and I'm discussing the reality of the situation, and the reality of the situation stands that in just 22 days, they have nothing to show for in 2 fucking months. If you don't think that's a red flag, fair. You don't have to agree. But in my opinion, for a brand new IP from Bethesda in 25 years, this is baloney. This is bullshit. And you don't care. So let's go ahead and open up the lines and tell me how fucking wrong I am, and that I'm just this fucking Starfield hater. And by the way, there's the gameplay from 2 months ago. So enjoy it, because that's all you're going to see, at least for the time being. 818-824-4937. You can call in right here and right now. 818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. 818-824-4937. We are not talking about Red Dead Redemption today. We are talking about Starfield. Please keep it on track. If you cannot keep it on track, we will move on more than likely to the next caller. Thank you so kindly. 818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. We would love to discuss Starfield with you in a way that hopefully makes sense, as we're just 22 days away from the biggest game. Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Hey,
What's
Michael
up,
Myers.
Michael?
All righty, we're going to end the calls. There's something happening that shouldn't be happening. We have a technical issue. Please call back in. There's 2 people on the line. I need high energy callers, guys. I don't need life stories, okay? We need to get this show fucking moving, bro. We're 22 days away until Starfield. I want to have discussions about this game. I want to hear your concerns, or the lack of concern that you have, because some of you guys are confident in this game and that you think that Todd Howard has already made it work in a way that made sense. So we want to hear from you. 818-824-4937. The number is open. After that technical issue, let's go ahead and see if we can make this happen in a way that makes sense. 818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. As we will be taking your call right here and right now, please keep it contained within Starfield. Thank you so kindly. 818-824-4937. We are not discussing Red Dead Redemption 1 today. We are discussing Starfield and how we are 22 days away until the launch of Starfield. And they seemingly have, yet again, nothing to show for. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Mackle, this is Good Vibes VR. And I am calling because, I think Starfield will do good. I think it's going to have the Game Pass effect, obviously. But
what is the Game Pass effect? Explain this to me.
Yeah, so the Game Pass effect is where it goes. It's going to go straight to Game Pass, so you're going to be able to play the game regardless. You know what I mean? You're going to be able to play the game as long as you have Game Pass experience. You don't need a demo, and that's where I think one of the things that's going to allow it to shine. This generation is in a weird spot, and where I think things are going to go, hate it or love it, is you can see games like Call of Duty and Starfield going to Game Pass, and then I think we're going to see games getting VR extensions or full game modes for the PSVR 2, like Resident Evil 8 and RE4. We may see the same with MW3.
Well, that could be interesting, yeah.
But that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to go back and let somebody else come up, and I'm going to enjoy your show, man.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate it. Thanks for calling in. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. Can't hear you, buddy. Next caller. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, you ain't lying, man. There's something going on. It's bullshit.
Why do you say that? Are you just agreeing? Are you just agree? Let me ask you this, and I want you to be honest. Are you just agreeing for the sake of agreeing, or do you genuinely feel that way?
Fuck no, bro. I called yesterday. I told you this game's gonna be ass. Remember me?
Oh yeah, I remember.
I'm
You
telling
know.
you, this game is gonna be ass, bro. Something about it is just not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not registering. They're talking about it's gonna be on Game Pass. Yes, because it's gonna be a piece of shit. You know what I mean? They talk about this game is supposed to change like gaming and all this shit. Cut it out. I don't think so. I'm not seeing it. Just like you said, I am not seeing it. They're not showing me it. You know what I mean? I see these little cuts in here and there, but honestly, bro, it looks like shit. I'm sorry. Looks like ass. Hey, shouts out to Dylan in the details. Yeah.
All right, we'll be blocking that number. Thanks for calling in. 818-824-4937. No free shout-outs over here. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, what's up? It's Dave from the Bronx. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, we're here.
Hey, man, I just wanted to give a couple of quick points, man. One of them regarding marketing. I can tell you, I don't watch a hell of a lot of TV. The only thing I watch is Three's Company and The Honeymooners on Pluto, man. But I see some ads going down for Starfield on YouTube. Those fucking annoying ads that come up. Sometimes you got 30 seconds, and I've even seen a 1-minute spot for Starfield.
Yeah.
Just showing different gameplay. The one thing that I do want to see is I want to see a fully playable mission, man, from beginning to end. It could be a fetch quest. I don't give a fuck what it is, man. Just at least show that. You know what I mean? At least just show one fucking mission. That's it. So that way we get a feel of what the game is about. From what we saw in the showcase, it seems like the RPG elements are very similar to Fallout 4, which I'm perfectly good with, man. That's something that I'm looking forward to. But I would say to all the Starfield fans out there that are excited about this, just like I am, all right? Keep the fucking heart on, man. Keep the fucking big dick energy going, because there is one name that is tied to this, and it's Todd Howard, okay? Todd Howard ain't going to put out no bad shit. You also got to understand when it comes to marketing, a lot of it is done word of mouth. You're going to see a lot of people posting fucking videos on TikTok. These Zoomers and millennials, man, that their lives are lived on TikTok.
Yeah.
They're not watching TV. They're going to be posting their videos, and that's how this game is going to get fucking marketed, man. That's how this game is going to be successful, all right? With those little bullshit YouTube ads, that's fine, because everyone watches fucking YouTube, all right? Word of mouth, that's how this game is going to sell. Keep the faith, man. Just keep the faith going. Todd Howard is not going to let us down, all right? That's all I got to say, Michael. I love the show. Keep doing what you're fucking doing, man. Dave from the Bronx, I'm fucking out.
818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. What's your name? Where you calling from? 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. Go.
Hey, it's Michael Myers calling from Northern California. So, earlier today, when you went live, or you're pre-live, whatever, this motherfucker was in your chat claiming that he works for
I saw that.
Activision,
I saw that. It's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah. Fucking saying, oh, the next few weeks is all going to be Starfield.
Well, I hope he's right.
Tomorrow.
I hope he's right. I hope as soon as tomorrow they fucking say, hey, here's a new teaser, here's a new fucking launch trailer, here's a new this, here's a new that. Even like a blog post update would be interesting. I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, I know they have the Starfield Direct. You're literally looking at it on the screen, but you have to understand that was 2 months ago. People have forgotten about it by now. You have to remind them that, hey, this game exists. This is why you should care about it. From the makers of Skyrim. Skyrim's a beloved game. It's, over a decade old, well over a decade old. And you have to kind of get those people to convert to this. I mean, that's what you would hope, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's over here saying that he thinks that it's gonna go gold today in America.
It's already went gold.
Saying that he's gonna fucking send a picture of
well, it's just you can't believe people in here. They're all fucking losers.
fucking trolls, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, don't
Fucking
give them any
trolls.
attention. That's what they're looking for,
I'm
clamoring for
so
it
sick of the
24/7.
fucking
Well, they're
trolls, man.
terminally ill. I can't help them. You got to ignore it.
Yeah, it's just fucking, yeah, it's just fucking annoying. It's just annoying. But I think, me personally, I mean, we don't know nothing about the fucking game yet. We won't know. We can't say it's gonna be good. We can't say it's gonna be bad. We can't say it's gonna flop. And they just need to pump something out there, man. I mean, it's 22 days away from the fucking release, and we don't have anything yet. Like Low Key said, right? Was that Low Key in the last call?
No.
No? Okay. It sounded like him. But yeah, no, we need at least one fucking mission. We need one fucking mission from beginning to end to at least give us a fucking idea of somewhat of what the fucking game's gonna be like.
Yep.
And I mean, the game's not gonna be for everybody because gaming has diversity. I mean, we were all in chat earlier arguing over what the best game was in the last 5 years, and there's just too many diversity, man. There's just too many different types of fucking gamers.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got your fantasy, magic, WoW loving gamers. You know
Yep.
what I mean? You got your Call of Duty first person shooter horror game guys that, you know what I mean, shield those kind of games, and it's just like we're just different kind of gamers, man. We're all different breeds, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I mean, I think Baldur's Gate 3 only got the rating that it did because it's woke and because you can be trans and non-binary and gay and whatever in that fucking game, and I mean, because a game supports that, any reviewing company is going to be scared to review against that, because if they do, they'll fucking get canceled because people will call them out and say, oh, they're only giving bad reviews because they don't fucking support LGBTQ and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like I said yesterday, man, it's just the way the fucking world is. Everything is revolved around what is going on in the world. And that's what's happening right now in gaming, and it sucks, and it's just an all-time low. Everybody, the whole world.
Yeah, you know, all-time low kind of describes the whole fucking scene here. I'll tell you what. Holy shit. All-time low. Great band, by the way.
100%. All fucking time low gaming is right now. And I'm not saying that Starfield's going to save gaming, but I definitely think Starfield will be a neutral standpoint. You know what I mean? I think anybody can play Starfield and enjoy it, just by the type of game it is.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, you think there would be a stronger push here. And I understand they still have 22 days, but it is coming down really close here to the release date.
Yeah, I mean, and Modern Warfare 3 don't come out until November, and
oh, really? I thought it was October.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's November.
Wow.
29th. Yeah.
Yeah, and they just put up a brand new trailer today. I mean, it didn't show gameplay much,
Yeah.
but it was mostly live action
Well, no,
shit.
yeah,
but still,
but
I mean,
I mean,
they're saying, hey, this exists, and you have to think about it like this. It's like it's Call of Duty. It's a fucking household name. You know what I mean? Do they even have to push it this far early? I would argue no. But, you know, and that's the thing with this. It's a brand new IP. It's not Elder Scrolls. It's not Fallout. It's not established for decades. This is all new. There's big question marks. There's skepticism. There's concern. And it's just like everything has gone completely silent for the most part. I mean, we haven't gotten much word since June, quite frankly. So, and it's just, you know, I understand, you know, they don't want spoilers out and they want to keep things a mystery. I get that. But, you know, for a game this vast, you would think they could share at least a few more kind of slivers of what Starfield is all about, and yet we're not seeing that 22 days until launch. And no one cares. We can't have this conversation in here. So when it flops, or if it's really fucking buggy, everyone's going to come saying, oh my God, you were so right. I should have listened. Yeah, you should have fucking listened. I'm not saying cancel your pre-order. You do you. That's your choice ultimately. But I haven't pre-ordered the game, and I'm not going to until the very last minute because I'm waiting for previews to come out. I'm waiting for Bethesda to pull the curtain back further. You know, and it's just right now, they're giving me nothing to chew on. So
I agree, and I'm doing the same. I didn't pre-order it yet, but I'm gonna wait till it gets a little bit closer. I'm gonna see what's going on, see if they release something, and if they don't, and the game the state of the game stays the same how it is right now, then I'm just gonna play it on Game Pass, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, and that's the beauty. That is the beauty of Game Pass. And you know, if this game isn't all it's cracked up to be, or if it is great but it has technical shortcomings, then you know you can just wait, play it on Game Pass, wait until they fix it with patches and updates and stuff like that. If it is, you know, in that bubble, and I hope it's not, but if it is, you know, that is the beauty of that's where Game Pass comes handy.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm going to keep the wheels moving.
Hell yeah,
Michael,
bro.
thanks for taking my call.
Hell yeah.
Later.
818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. You can call in right now and get on the air. Hello, you're on the air. Eight 824-4937. We are 22 days away until the launch of Starfield Early Access. Hello, you're on the air.
Bro.
I'm going to give you another chance here. Hello, you're on the air.
Bro.
Make sure to block that number. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. We have nearly 300 viewers and not one new caller. Let's try and get one new caller on the air. Thank you so kindly. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Michael Does Live.
It's another number to block. Do not want incels calling into my show. Thank you so kindly. This is a serious show. We do not lollygag around in here. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Take that back to your echo chamber. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go. 818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. Speak. You're done. Hello, you're on the air. You're done. Hello, you're on the air. You're done. Hello, you're on the air. You're going to have to mute the stream because the call is ahead of the stream. So if you are calling in for the very first time, that is how the system works. Hello, you're on the air. You cannot wait for the stream to pick up. If you're going to breathe into the microphone, we're going to block the number. Get these psychopaths out of here. 818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. We're waiting for one quality caller to call in. And that is not possible in here, so guess we're just going to do nothing out here. I've already said my piece on the game. I've did a whole spiel of it, and if you didn't listen, well, you can rewind. 818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. Call in or don't. Yeah, hello, you're on the air. Hello, you're on the air.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, hello, you're on the air. You got a comment or question about Starfield? 818-824-4937. I'm going to block the number. I'm going to literally start writing numbers down. I've been saying this for a long time. And you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to block your number too, buddy. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. You're bogging the show down. No one wants to hear from your incel ass. Get a job and get a life. Thank you so kindly, and I'll do it as well. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Go.
Yeah, you say that there's not much marketing, but like what I was saying last week, there's ads all over YouTube and stuff.
Yes, there is marketing. I'm not saying there's not marketing, but here's what I'm saying. In my opinion, and I think I'm not the only one that agrees here. This is a brand new IP, first new game from Bethesda in 25 years. To tell me that the marketing is sufficient right now, it's just something I can't get behind. 22 days away. If we were 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, 60 days, 70 days, 80 days, 90 days, 100 days, then I could see. We are just 22 days away, and the last time we got a real look at this game was nearly 2 months ago.
Yeah. I mean, like, it has the name Bethesda on it, so that's gonna carry a
It
lot
doesn't
of
matter.
weight.
These days, you never fucking know. People had ultimate faith in CD Projekt Red, and look what happened with Cyberpunk. Okay, they went from The Witcher 3, which everyone fucking loved. No one hated that game, and if they say they did, they're contrarians. Everyone loved The Witcher 3, and they went and they said, we have faith in CD Projekt Red. They're for the consumer. And look what happened. They just couldn't get it done. It was overambitious and so on and so forth. So I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but you have to understand this is a bigger game than anything Bethesda's ever done before. How can you not see the concern here?
And like, there's, from their marketing perspective, I don't see it's any as different as like a Rockstar game. Besides, like,
yeah, but Rockstar is Rockstar. You know, they could put a little teaser out and update their logo, and everyone's going to flip shit.
Okay, so it's not fine if Bethesda doesn't do as much marketing.
Because this is a brand. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You're not understanding what I'm saying. This is a brand new IP. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you not push that further? You have to let people know that this exists. And I understand everyone in here knows about this game, obviously. I'm not talking about this bubble in here or within the Bethesda Xbox community. Everyone in the gaming space knows this game exists for the terminally online people. That's something that everyone is aware of. We were there for the Starfield Direct in June. Yes, yes, yes. But with that said, the casual Skyrim fan might not care or even know that this game is coming out in just 22 days. And in my opinion, and I'm hoping that it starts sooner rather than later, the marketing needs to be a bit stronger.
Yeah, but like, I think people would change their opinion. Like, say if this was Rockstar doing a new IP, I think people wouldn't care as much. But because it's Bethesda, they're not as big as Rockstar. People were thinking that this is going to be a disaster because of just the marketing standpoint.
Well, I mean, Fallout 76, I don't think was, it kind of, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Everyone has different opinions and takes on stuff. It's all subjective at the end of the day. So, I can't speak for these games because, I mean, look, the general consensus, I think, when Fallout 76 came out was that it was a disaster. And I think, Bethesda kind of needs to get that goodwill back in. And certainly Xbox does after the launch of fucking Redfall. They pushed Redfall harder than they did this game. Think about that. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, I could see that. They did push Redfall pretty
Yeah, they
hard.
did. They
There's a
did.
lot of,
And, it just
marketing
didn't
for
really
that.
work out.
I mean, it wasn't a terrible game, but I don't know. There's no way it's gonna be a bad game. It's like it's
Well,
Bethesda doesn't
I
put
mean,
out
I think
bad
that
stuff.
I just think there's too many
And
unknowns to say which way this is going to ultimately, how this is ultimately going to play out. But I guess we just have to be patient and play the waiting game here. I guess that's really just what it ultimately boils down to. Because sooner rather than later, they're going to have to show something, and if they don't, the game's going to probably leak within the next 2 weeks here.
yeah, it's just right around the corner actually, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Luckily they got everything like all fixed. All the bugs were fixed like a couple months ago, from what I've heard. They're just Xbox is really pushing it to make sure that this is the thing that gets them back in the game after like Redfall and stuff. They can't lose this. Can't lose this.
Yep.
Oh shit, Michael, I got to get going.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, buddy. Why even call in if you got to get going? I'm done with that. We got technical problems. I'm trying to rebound this here. We got technical issues here, and we're not going to recover, so we're going to have to restart. Are we live? If we are live, let's get a 5 in the chat. We are having technical issues out here, and it's seemingly pretty consistent, so we are having some technical issues out here. Let's get a 5 in the chat if you can hear and see. We are having technical issues. Let's get a 5 in the chat if you can hear and see. We are having technical issues. Hit the like button, please. Thank you. Let's get a 5 in the chat if you can hear and see. We are having some technical issues. I'm waiting for this to rebound because we had no connection there for some reason. If you're going to call in, please have time to dedicate to calling in. Do not call in and then tell me 2 minutes later after the call that you got to go. Because why would you call in the first place? I'm not asking for 30-minute callers, but at the same time, I don't need to hear about how you have to go. Okay? Have some respect for the fucking show and the people watching it. Thank you. Okay? Show some fucking respect on this show. Okay? Put the time in, you don't. Because you're a loser. All right, we're going to wait for this to rebound in a way that makes sense, and then we're going to be continuing your calls if we can make it happen. We're going to be continuing your calls if we can make it happen. At 818-824-4937. So far, the discussions have been quite terrible. And I'm not saying that because they're disagreeing. I'm saying that because they're just not getting it. And I'm not saying that This is guaranteed to be a total disaster, but it's certainly not looking hot right about now, just 22 days until the launch. You know, we had the same discussion about Battlefield 2042, and everyone had faith in EA, and everyone thought that that game was going to be utterly fantastic, and it turned out to be a total disaster, according to the Battlefield community. But they don't know what they love, and now they're shilling Battlefield 2042 after some marketing, and that's all it took. All right, because it is the same game. You can't change the DNA of that game because that's not how game development works. 818-824-4937. We're going to be opening up the lines yet again. We're waiting for this to restabilize in a way that makes sense. All right, we are restabilized for the time being, so let's go ahead and see if we can take your call. If we cannot take calls, then we will not be taking your call. 818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. We're going to be taking your calls right here and right now if the system allows. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. We would like some quality callers for healthy discussion. Thank you. 818-824-4937. The number is on the screen. And let's go to our caller here to see if this is working. And right now, it is having some problems. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. Hold on. All right, go.
Why would you call yourself Starfield is live?
I'm going to block and ban you. Buddy. Thanks for calling in. It's the last time you're calling in my show. Hello, you're on the air. Thanks for calling in.
Yo, shout out hemorrhoids.
Shout out to your mother because she regrets your existence. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Get the number and call. Go. Agree or not? Do you agree or not? Let's just start the conversation off like that because you guys need some fucking hand-holding in here. Do you agree with me or not that Starfield needs more marketing? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question.
Absolutely, I do. I agree.
Genuinely, or are you just playing along?
No, I'm genuinely.
Okay, I want to hear your perspective. Go ahead.
Well, you know, I'm an avid gamer, but I really worry for the competition that Microsoft and Xbox is bringing to the platform against Sony, which is its main competitor. And
well, they have Baldur's Gate 3 on September 6th, so this is going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Now, obviously, Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't have the mass appeal like Bethesda does, no doubt about that. It's turn-based combat. It's really fucking nerdy. It's got a learning curve, so it ain't going to be for everyone. But some people might buy it because they can't play Starfield on PS5, and they might buy into the hype, and then they're going to realize that, whoa, wait a minute, this is a little bit different than what they may have expected. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But just know that that's what Sony has on the same day, September 6th. So the standard release for Starfield, not the early access, but the standard release for Starfield, September 6th, going right up against Baldur's Gate 3 on PlayStation 5.
The thing is that I'm trying to make a point of is that the advertising, the campaign, the marketing is just not there for this game.
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell people in here. And let me ask you this. Why do you think that way? Because they're not listening to me, so maybe from your perspective, they may have a better understanding of what you're talking about, of what we're saying in here.
Look, I just want to say that in that perspective, I really think they're trying to sell the Game Pass experience, and they're not doing a very good job regardless of where this game is going to go in terms of where it's going to be playable on. And it's to me, it's kind of feeling like, and I'll be honest with you, it's kind of feeling like a Netflix type of advertisement. Have you ever seen a good movie on Netflix be advertised? Not really. They just drop it in,
Yep.
They just kind of put it in Netflix system, and they let it go.
Yep.
So I don't know what their perspective or approach is on this, but it's starting to feel like they're just going to drop it on Game Pass, and they're just going to let people play it and pay us the $15 a month. That's really what it comes down to. No real marketing, no real, selling this game. Does Xbox really believe in the games that they are making? Do they really believe in becoming a platform that is worthy and that is quality and value for what these games are being advertised as? Because as we know already, Microsoft started off as, look at our Xbox Series X. Now it's focused on, hey, let's go back to the Series S And now they're saying, hey, you know what, guys, forget about really all of that. We want you to play our games on any platform.
Yep.
Sign up for Game Pass. So here's the thing that's frustrating about Xbox and Microsoft in general is that they have been changing the goalpost constantly since they began their advertising, which is very lackluster, of their console. So, Microsoft, I have a message for you. You need to get your shit together and fucking convince your gaming community that you're actually serious about producing high quality games that you actually want to advertise on where and how to play it. Because of right now, the average consumer for Xbox is really confused. Do I fucking get an S? Do I get an X? Are you going to continue making the X? Do I fucking play it on Game Pass? Do I go and get a PC? Where the fuck do I play this game so that I can enjoy it and become a faithful consumer to your product? That is the fucking question. And I'm sick of hearing people defend the shit out of something that it's indefensible. You either get on board and you love the goal posting changing fucking game that they're doing, or you come up as a consumer and you say, I'm not happy with the fuck you're doing. You need to change your goddamn strategy, Microsoft, or if not, I'm fucking leaving your platform and I'm not giving you Game Pass monthly. That's the bottom line, people. You need to fucking see it how it is. But people are fucking... The thing I don't like about people that defend Xbox is, oh, dude, no, dude, it's all good. We're going to play it on Game Pass. Listen, motherfucker, you're not going to have a platform or a game service later if you let Microsoft off the hook all the time for what the fuck they're doing. I'm so frustrated with Microsoft switching consoles, switching strategy plans, changing their marketing, or not even having marketing at all. Because Starfield looks like it deserves the advertising and the marketing that it needs, and it's not getting it. And they need to stop sugarcoating the shit. They really do, man. We need to stop this bullshit. Look, I respect a lot of Sony. I know there's a lot of Sony ponies, but let me tell you what Sony people do. When they don't fucking like something, they get on their platforms like Twitter or whatever called it's X now, and they get on YouTube and they fucking tell Sony, we don't like what the fuck you're doing. Either you change your shit or we leave. And you know what Sony turns around and does? We've been fucking listening to you. We've decided to not fucking do this. Let's fucking start over. This is what Microsoft...
Well, yeah, and you know, I mean, Phil Spencer came out and he said, you know, we have to do better, and you know, especially after the launch of Redfall. And again, if and I'm not saying this game is going to be a disaster like that. I certainly hope it isn't,
right.
And I certainly don't think it will be. But if it is technically a buggy mess, and it's just maybe it needed a little bit more time in the oven, that's again going to be another, I think, roadblock for all of this.
I agree, man. Look, I'm not saying that Starfield is going to be a failure.
Yeah.
I'm not. It looks good. It looks visually appealing, and it has a lot of potential. But why the fuck is Microsoft not giving it the love in advertising that it fucking deserves?
Yeah,
that is my biggest
exactly.
problem.
Yeah, I mean, this is a massive game just in terms of the sheer scope, size. First new IP from Bethesda in 25 years. You know, this is the game for the Xbox ecosystem, and it's just like this push. Whatever push they got going on is fucking super minuscule and small. It's like on some fucking obscure sports drink, or it's like on some fucking billboard in the Microsoft store and stuff like that. A banner in the Microsoft store, stuff like that. And it's like, well, yeah, there is a marketing campaign going on right now, but has it gone into full gear like it should have? No, it hasn't right now as of this recording. And it's disappointing because if this game is great, one of the things that could hold it back, if this game is everything it is cracked up to be and more, the marketing could actually hinder this experience potentially, at least at launch.
Dude, I kid you not. There's a lot of people out there that say, "Oh, but Xbox and Microsoft, they're on a different lane, and no, they're not." Did you buy their fucking console? Yes. Did you buy their fucking games physically? Yes. Do you fucking get on board with Game Pass? Absolutely. Well, then how the fuck are you telling me that you're on a different lane and that you're in a different competition only because Phil said it? You know why Phil is saying that? Because he doesn't fucking care at the moment. And that's how I see it. And how do you make somebody care? You fucking tell him you either change your fucking strategy or you're going to lose millions of dollars.
They just have to. They just have to deliver here. They have to deliver here in 22 days. They really have to deliver because the game's going to have to speak for itself.
Man.
Yep.
Dude, the last thing I'll say so that other people can call in is they have to fucking deliver because Microsoft has been dropping the ball on Xbox. They dropped it with Redfall. They dropped it with other games that came out like Halo Infinite. I'm fucking tired of seeing that shit. Healthy competition is good competition, my friend.
Hell yeah. Well, we appreciate you calling in, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, no problem. Take care. Bye-bye.
Great points there from that caller. I'll tell you what. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
What's up, Michael?
Yeah.
I want to mention this about marketing, and this is a very tricky thing for me. The marketing for this game would have been better if it was a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But the marketing Microsoft is doing is non-existent. And plus, Microsoft has a second problem. The general fan, I'm not talking about their fanboy types that run with Microsoft. To the general fans, there's a trust issue. We don't trust if you're going to release a good product. Redfall was one of them. Crackdown 3 was another. And it goes on and on and on. I think the marketing push would help this game be a massive seller. But the problem is it's not there. If I turn on YouTube right now, switch from your show and go to something else, I see a Spider-Man commercial. I see a Call of Duty commercial. I will see all these commercials. What do you see for Starfield? Nothing. And that is the main problem. And you're right, and I heard somebody else say this while I was listening to your show. If Xbox fans, like Sony ponies like myself, when Sony had their showcase in June, we cussed them the fuck out. We did. We seriously did. Sony guys did not like Sony's press conference, right? Flip side, Phil Spencer can go on the show and say, well, we'll do better. And then the fans just fall right back in line. That is a mistake. You have to make them understand you're not going to put up with this dog shit. You don't want to see this type of game. You don't want to see this type of advertisement. And the most important thing is to everybody, and everybody should understand this, sales matter. When someone tells you it doesn't matter if it sells, they're lying. Because the moment something doesn't sell, I got to ask you a question, Michael. What happens to that product? It's no longer allowed.
Nope, it's over.
And that's the problem from Xbox. I used to be an Xbox 360 fan. Love the Xbox 360. At that era, it was all about marketing. They marketed Call of Duty. They marketed Mass Effect. They marketed a lot of stuff. Where's the marketing at? What they choose to do is go through these influencers, like a couple of people's names. I'm not going to mention them. But they use these people on YouTube and Twitter thinking they can market a big game. That doesn't work. What is happening is, and I'll go to another metric once again, look at the sales numbers across the globe. Sales of the Xbox, sales of Game Pass. Everything is in the negative. The negative. In some cases, it's selling less than the Switch. And the Switch 2 is coming out next year or the year after next. What are we doing? And I warn my Xbox friends like this all the time. You keep listening to this idea like, oh, we're doing a different metrics. I'm telling you, the metric is going to be you won't have an Xbox. Because there's a saying already out there that you don't need a Xbox to play Starfield. You can play it on your TV.
Yep.
That's all I have to say, brother. I know you got a lot of calls.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it. Great points there from the last two callers, I'll tell you what. And not just because they're in the same mindset as me, but because they were just making genuinely great points. And again, you know, Starfield comes out in 22 days, and it's all but radio silence. And hopefully that changes as soon as tomorrow or the beginning of next week. But man, it is coming very close to the launch here. First new IP from Bethesda in 25 years, and the marketing is seemingly non-existent. So it's just one of those things that you question and say, well, maybe the marketing, the lack of marketing screams that, hey, are they all that confident in the game? We'll have to find out. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. Alrighty, that caller's not ready. Let's go to someone who is. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. Alrighty, that caller's not ready either. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
All
right. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
What's up, Michael? It's Kyle from Hershey, PA.
Hell yeah.
I've got a couple questions and maybe some comments. I might have an L take on this. Are we waiting on the marketing to see gameplay? Is that what the stir is? Because I really, if the game's great, I could care less what they do with the marketing. If my hardcore gaming neighbor don't know about the game, I could care less. I don't care how much money the studio makes. If it's a good game and I like it, that's all that matters. So I'm just wondering why we're so upset about this, what they're doing with the marketing. I agree we need to see gameplay. I would love to see some gameplay. I don't give two shits how many billboards, what's posted on Twitter. I could care less. I would like to see more, but is that what we're kind of, is that what everybody's upset about? Is that the lack of marketing, or is it more than that?
Well, I don't think people really give a shit about the billboards being up in Times Square and stuff like that. I think it's more so of, there's a lot of questions surrounding this game. First new IP in 25 years. We just, especially after Fallout 76, we're just not totally convinced, totally sure, and especially considering the fact that they kind of showed snippets of gameplay 2 months ago at the Starfield Direct. Sure, it was comprehensive, but there was a lot of sizzle in that gameplay, meaning they didn't show us a full mission, kind of like how they did with Cyberpunk and a few other games. And again, look at the Zelda marketing. They kind of went through some of the new mechanics and features of the game. They played through the game. And I think that was a great way to showcase the game and demonstrate some of the features and capabilities. And I understand they don't want to spoil things here. I think the lack on marketing is a concern more so from the point of maybe they don't have confidence in this game, and people just don't want to see another Redfall or another Cyberpunk. And I'm not saying that this game is going to be that, but for a brand new IP in 25 years from Bethesda, a veteran studio, you would think that they would have had maybe a slightly different approach here in the modern era to push this game and to make it aware kind of to the casual Skyrim fan, because Skyrim is their biggest fucking game, no doubt about it. And, I just don't know if they're going to captivate that casual Skyrim audience to say, hey, we have a new game and it's called fucking Starfield. We got 1,000+ planets and so on and so forth. So I think it comes from the concern of, are they confident? And, here we are 22 days until launch, and they just don't have, it's been 2 months since the last Starfield Direct, and that's been practically it. So, and sure, it could kick off as soon as tomorrow or next week or the week after that. It's going to have to kick off soon. They're going to have to push it harder, obviously. But right now, I think that's the concern for a lot of people.
Yeah, I want to see some gameplay. I agree, but like you said, the casual gamer, again, this is where I come into, maybe it's an L take, but I really don't care too much if.
Well, I don't care either about sales, to be honest. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I want this game to. If the game's great, I want it to sell well, and I think the lack of marketing, if this game is really that fucking good, could actually be a detriment to it.
Sure. No, I agree. I just wanted to clear that up, and I just had a question, with the marketing and everybody's all Microsoft this, Microsoft that. I'll tell you this: none of these companies care about saying, "Oh, I'm not going to buy any Sony anymore. Oh, I'm not going to buy Microsoft." You know what I used to do 10 years ago to my internet provider? My shit was lagging out. I call them and complain. You know what they do? Boom, 2 months of your billing cycle. That's on us. You know what you do today when your equipment lags out and you call and complain? Oh, hold on, sir. Let me transfer you to somebody that can come disconnect your service. Companies don't care anymore, Michael. It's upsetting. And maybe that's what's going on here. Do these companies just not care enough? I don't know. They want to take your money and run. So, no, I agree, Michael. I do want to see more. I didn't mean to go on that quick rant there, but I agree. I want to see more. I need to see more. I haven't pre-ordered the game. I'll probably buy it. Watching some videos and see some gameplay.
As we get closer to the release,
Man, it's tough because I want to pick up a game when a game launches that I'm excited about. I don't want to be behind, man. If something's out and it could be good, I want to play it right fucking then and there. You know, I want to take the day off. I want to play the damn game. But if it's, you know, if I miss out on that, well, so be it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the question is, I need to ask myself, you know, what about this game will make me buy it? And right now, I don't know. I just trust Bethesda, I guess, but that's not enough for me. So
yeah, I mean,
anyways,
Call of Duty comes out in November. It just got a brand new trailer. Spider-Man 2 has more gameplay than Starfield. I mean, it's just, you know, all of these games have been pushed harder and harder, and arguably they don't need to be pushed this hard. Call of Duty is a household name. Spider-Man's been around for fucking since the 70s. You know what I mean? So it's just built-in brand names that people know and exist, and they know what quality is going to come from that, or the lack of quality, or whatever. But, you know, Starfield, brand new IP, first new game in 25 years from Bethesda. And, you know, 2 months ago, they had a comprehensive look. Sure, that was 2 months ago, but they awfully, you know, they went quiet awfully since then. So,
did they not budget for marketing? Perhaps. I mean, that'd be a very stupid ordeal. They'd fire that project manager. But you know, is that some of it? Did they maybe not plan on needing, you know, to blow this game up and hype it up? Because I like to see it. Like I said, I could care less about marketing, but I do love to see it. I love to see when stuff gets hyped up. Sometimes it falls to the shitter. We get that, but I do like.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if we had like a new video every other week, or you know, leading up to the release of Todd Howard walking us through some of the features, like with, you know, actual chunks of gameplay and not like a split cut after 5 seconds, you know, because that's what that Starfield Direct,
right.
And you're looking at it on the screen, kind of showcased. It was cut, and you know, I just think that would have been a better approach. But I mean, what do I know? You know, obviously they work at Xbox, and you know, they know more than I. But you know, as the end user, you know, I want to get excited about these products and get excited about these releases. And right now, it's kind of hard to get excited about this one, at least 22 days away from launch.
I agree.
It's over.
Hey, Michael, I'm going to move the
Hell yeah,
wheels
bro.
here. Good talking to you.
Take care.
Take care.
Saron Stirrup super chatted $9.99.
That's what we're talking about. Saron Startup coming through really hard and really strong, breaking the second cherry. If you want to call in and add to the discussion here, 818-824-4937. Let's get some fireworks for the folks that have come through and supported the show here today. And we are having technical issues, it seems. Here we go. Let's get some fireworks. That's not fireworks. Here we go. The fireworks are launching. Alrighty, the whole computer's lagging. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Yeah, hello, you're on the air. All right, we're going to call and not talk. Call in that if you're not ready. Hello, you're on the air. Only call in when you're ready. 818-824-4937.
Michael, how's it going, man?
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Good. Hey, so I just had a little thought. I heard a little while back an interview with Todd Howard, and he was talking about, I don't know exactly the time frame that he was saying,
right?
But he was saying that if it was up to him, the marketing window for his games would be as short as possible. Like, I think something as little as like a week. But I still don't really think they're handling it well. So I kind of agree with you in a lot of terms here.
Well, I don't know why he would even say that. I mean, look, if I made this game and if it were really 25 years in the making, I'd want Xbox to push this fucking hard. The only reason why I would say that is if the game, if I knew it weren't great. You know what I mean? So, I mean, look, I'm not Todd Howard and I can't speak for him, but I just kind of find that a little bizarre to wait that long to, you know, market your game. I mean, maybe these days you don't need that big of a window, but I mean, look at Call of Duty. You just got a brand new trailer. We got more gameplay literally of Spider-Man than this, at least in terms of a long chunk of gameplay without any cuts, which is crazy when you really think about it. So, and those games don't come out until October, November. So, and those are established games that arguably don't even need that marketing push. It's like, hey, it's Spider-Man, you know, it's Insomniac, it's PlayStation, it's Call of Duty, it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's like, these games are going to sell millions, regardless of marketing or the lack of marketing. And Starfield is brand new, and it's like, well, yeah, this is going to cater and pander to the Xbox Bethesda hardcore community, no doubt about it. They've already pre-ordered it. We understand that, we get that. But with that said, the casual Skyrim fan, I would argue they need to be a little bit more up to date on what's going on here. And Bethesda wants to sell copies, Xbox wants to sell copies or Game Pass subscriptions these days. And, it's just the lack of marketing isn't certainly going to help. I'll tell you that, at least 22 days out. But again, that could change. This could all change as soon as tomorrow. We could wake up tomorrow and get a brand new trailer, get a brand new blog post. I mean, it really could change. I don't know their fucking plans, but right now, this is how it stands.
It's over!
Yeah, man, absolutely. And I really appreciate you asking all the hard questions, man. But I mean, as much as I
Big
want
Boss
this game to succeed,
6,568 super chatted
I hope it catches on, but
like I said,
more will be revealed.
I think the game was an
Hell
Xbox
yeah. Well, listen, we
tech
appreciate
demo until
you
recently.
calling in, man.
Something seems very
Thanks,
wrong
bud.
at Xbox. What are Phil and Todd doing? GTA 6 2024-25?
Yeah, that's what we've been hearing. GTA 6. Oh, Jesus. There's a lot going on, folks. Yeah, GTA 6 2024-2025. Big Boss coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Big Boss coming through. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937.
Hey, Michael. Listen, the last game that I was excited for was Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
And we all know how that happened. They
Yep.
marketed the absolute
Oh,
hell out
bro,
of that
the
game.
marketing for that, they had that on NBA with Billie Eilish. They had Bad Guy in the background. That song's not even in the freaking game. Dude, the marketing for Cyberpunk, the best marketing for any game to ever exist. Not even joking.
Here's the thing, though. Me personally, I really didn't care for Cyberpunk. I had a PS4 base model.
Oh,
The
Lord.
thing ran like complete garbage,
Oh,
and
bro.
I just ended up, getting rid of the game. So I think Microsoft, what they're trying to do is they're not going to push Starfield as hard as they saw their competitors like CD Projekt Red push Cyberpunk, because maybe they think that this game isn't going to turn out well. I mean, there was a whole lot of
It's
backlash.
over!
77 came out, and people were upset, like players like myself, people on the official Reddit, people
Bald
like
Lesbian super
YouTubers
chatted
like you who posted videos of the game
$4.99.
lagging and all that. So
Don't know if
I
I'll
think what they're
play
trying to do is-
Starfield, but I
think
hope
they're
it
trying to cover
proves
their
to be
asses. I don't
successful.
think
Well,
However,
I don't know if that's what I mean. Obviously,
baby,
but Todd Howard's not in charge of the marketing. I mean, that's totally up to the marketing department. They have their plans, they have their budget for it, and it's going to start when it's going to start. Just because they're not marketing it doesn't guarantee that it's going to be garbage. But the same could be said on the flip side of the coin there. So, look, it's just one of those things. Again, this is a brand new IP. It's not Fallout 5. It's not Elder Scrolls 6. So there's just, there's a lot of skepticism surrounding this release, especially after the launch of Fallout 76 a few years ago. And there's just a lot of questions that remain with this game in terms of what we haven't seen and what you can do and what you can't do. And they haven't really shown off a full mission, at least in a big chunk. This is the biggest chunk that they've shown off, where this guy's just roaming around shooting enemies that move on the screen, which is pretty fucking generic. But nonetheless, that's the longest kind of gameplay snippet that we've gotten thus far, at least from the Starfield Direct last month. So, I mean, look, it's not a guarantee that it's going to be trash or it's going to be a failure, but it is, in my opinion, slightly concerning, at least 22 days away until launch.
Exactly. You said it best. Slightly concerning. We
Right.
say 2 weeks away from launch. We haven't seen anything. I'd like to see something personally as a fan.
Well, maybe tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow will be the two-month time frame since the Starfield Direct. So maybe tomorrow they will have some. I mean, even a blog post to say, hey, because you look at the marketing for Dying Light 2. That marketing was great. They had these talks, show sessions about the game, telling you how fantastic it was with snippets of gameplay. And sure, they did that with Starfield, but it was actually before, I believe, they got acquired by Xbox. It was a long time ago. They had these roundtable discussions with Todd Howard and the team, and they were talking about how they're going to, bring back the classic dialogue system and stuff like that. And of course, the Starfield Direct in June, and then last, June of 2022, they also had, the first unveil of Starfield there in a big way. So, those are the two big chunks. And again, the game was supposed to come out. When was this supposed to come out? Last year? 11/11. I don't even know the fucking release date, but it was last year. This game was supposed to come out last year, and it didn't. So.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, is this game going to be a Game Pass day one? I can't really remember if
it is going to be on Game Pass day one.
So maybe they're not even worried about sales, man, because they're just going to get all the people who keep, monthly renewing Game Pass, and they're just
Well, I mean, that's what people don't understand. It's not about console sales anymore. It's not about game sales anymore. It's about subscriptions, and that's really what Xbox is after, because you can play this anywhere. I believe, and I could be wrong on this, but I believe if you buy this on the Xbox Store, you can also play it on PC, so you get it on both platforms for free.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate you calling in, man. Take care.
Thank you. You too, boss.
Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello. Here's my thought. I think if they over-advertise this game, then it's going to be too blown out of the water. There are too many shills and fake gamers. If they don't over-advertise this game, only true gamers are going to play this, who actually understand the difference between slop and world class.
There's no way.
Hey, listen, we need more people like you who are going to say what they're going to say and mean it. But if we're going to be over-advertising this game, think about the things that are going to happen. We're going to have too many bullshit people shilling this game who just say it needs to happen so that they get the views. But listen, we need to make sure that this game stays under wraps. I don't want to be seeing this game on the subway. I don't want to be seeing this game in my Instagram feed or whatever else. We need to make sure that this goes to the right people, and that's the real gamers who are not paying attention to the ads. It's the people who are following real developers.
You know, you couldn't have said it better. Holy shit. So basically, you want them to gatekeep the game. You want them to gatekeep this game for the hardcore gamers and not the casual market.
Yeah, I think this is meant for real gamers, and that's why they're not advertising it to fake gamers. I think that maybe it's not gatekeeping, but if you wanted to know, you'd find out yourself.
Unbelievable. Well, you got a great point, I'll tell you what. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air.
Yo, check the Bethesda Twitter.
Deadass. Really?
That's the QA session.
There's no fucking way, bro. You're trolling. He's trolling. Bethesda Twitter. QA session, bro. What the hell does that even mean? Get these guys off the line. I'm trying to check something, bro. Did they announce any? Is there brand new news? This guy's trolling. The whole damn computer's lagging. I can't look at this right now. Bethesda Twitter, by the way. Let's see. Bethesda Twitter. He says they've announced something new. Let's see if this is the reality of the situation here. Bethesda Twitter. QuakeCon starts tomorrow. Okay, what does this have to do with Starfield? Literally nothing. I'm not seeing anything in relation to Starfield. I don't know what this guy's talking about. If there's something that was posted, I don't see it. I think he's trolling. Hold on. QuakeCon. Welcome to QuakeCon Slayers Club. I'm not seeing anything about Starfield. So I don't see what you're talking about. I'm at the Bethesda Twitter and it's not showing anything. I think you're trolling. I'm not seeing anything. All right, the lines are still open. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, they literally posted that they're doing a Q&A. But
where?
The Bethesda Twitter.
Oh, I just looked.
Maybe you gotta look with your other eye. I know one's pretty
wow, what is your
up,
problem? Damn.
I mean, I just can't. You know, you get me manically depressed about this game, shitting on it every fucking day.
Well, you were shitting on it 3 months ago.
Well, yeah, I had every right to. Had we not seen anything, you know, things change.
Okay, where does it show this at? Where are you? I'm on the Bethesda Twitter. It just says QuakeCon.
All right, hold on. Let me read it for you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to because I don't see it.
Will Chen, lead quest designer, and I don't know these.
Right.
Names.
I don't see that.
Lead game designer.
Are you sure it's the Bethesda Twitter?
Q&A. Yes.
I don't see it. They deleted it.
I mean, it's
okay,
right
but does yours show QuakeCon? Because that's all I'm seeing on the Bethesda Twitter.
Nope. I just see an hour ago posted. The guy's not lying, not trolling, not anything.
Well, I don't see it. Are you sure it's the official Bethesda Twitter?
I mean, you want me to send you a link?
I'm not saying you're lying, but I just don't see it. I'm on the Twitter right now. Unless how far is it down? Maybe it was like you said an hour ago.
Yeah, just an hour ago.
Okay,
posted.
hold on. No, I'm not seeing it. I mean, they talk about QuakeCon 54 minutes ago. QuakeCon starts tomorrow, Thursday, August 10th. That's all I see. And then there's like some retweet from QuakeCon. It's all QuakeCon. I don't see any Starfield stuff on the official Bethesda Twitter. 2.3 million followers. Is that the same one?
Hold on. I'm sending you the link right now.
All right. I'm not saying you guys are lying. I'm just saying I don't see it. I mean, I'm on the same thing. So.
Boom. I know you're not saying we're lying or anything. Like, dude, I'm just letting you know, like, the guy ain't bullshitting you. And it's nice to see in a way that makes sense. You know, they don't.
I don't even see the damn link. Where are you sending this link at, homie? Holy shit.
You know where I sent it. What the fuck?
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Well, I mean, dude.
I know. You got the whole living, breathing organism.
Yeah, you want to come out here and manage this? I still don't see the link either. No, so I can't. I'm going to the Starfield Twitter. Fuck this shit. Actually, there's no Starfield Twitter, is there? Here we go. Starfield game. Yeah, here we go. Starfield game. Well, hell, where were you guys 1 hour ago? This was 1 hour ago, homie. Oh, did they change the 1 week from today, a consolation exclusive dev Q&A.
There you go.
Okay. That's not marketing, though. That's not marketing, bro. That's not marketing.
Yeah, but you're talking about.
I mean, it is.
Doing that before, and that you would like to see that.
Exclusive dev Q&A on our official Discord. Yikes! That's all they have to show for 1 week from today. Oh, hell no. That means we're not going to more than likely get anything outside of that in 1 week? Dude.
I mean, I
that's
don't know
bad.
about that.
Well, I hope not. Let's see the replies on this.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Any news when review codes start going out? For a second, they canceled the game. Dude, people are thinking they're canceling. Well, I don't think that's really that big news. I mean, yeah, sure, we'll learn a little bit more, but I mean, what is there to really ask? You're talking to engineers, like they're not gonna like tell you fucking
shit.
Well, I mean, maybe that means that there's gonna be a new trailer or some shit coming. I don't know.
I mean, that's the hope, right?
Right.
And it's not just rehashed.
Well, I mean, if that's all they, let me just say this, if that's all they have to talk about or show for within a week from now, oof. I mean, it's, Call of Duty just got a brand new trailer, and it's like, I understand that's $1 billion game, but dude, Spider-Man's got more gameplay, I mean, there was one other game that was being advertised already, and it's like, these games don't even come out until fucking October, November, and it's like, dude, this shit is right around the corner, and it's like, again, it's like they do want to keep this game for the hardcore gamer, which is actually kind of cool. But at the same time, look at Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, that's a fucking, whew, that's a nerdy ass game. Right. And, the word of mouth has pushed that one up to the sort of casual interest, seemingly. So, and that's launching the same day as Starfield on console on PS5. So if you have a PS5 and you don't want to, you can't play Starfield, obviously, unless you subscribe to Game Pass or get an Xbox or get a PC. They have Baldur's Gate 3 for you on console. And, obviously, very different games, but, it might scratch that itch in some weird way.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real. If you're like the real fucking gamer, you're going to see what Bethesda Studio has in store. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, there's no comparison. I'm sorry, but there's just no comparison. I mean, even if Baldur's Gate 3 is technically bigger or whatever, which I don't believe, this is massive. I mean, and we know that, but does the casual? My thing is the casual Skyrim gamer going to give a shit about Starfield? Or are they just going to stay with Skyrim? I mean, because in my opinion, I think it's a disservice if this game is that great and that fantastic. I think the marketing is a disservice to it. And I don't think Bethesda has any control or say over it, to be honest. It's, part of the Xbox marketing department more than likely. And, they have a budget allocated for it. And, it's just, if the game is great, it's going to be even more sad because it's like, well, they could have used that. I mean, look at the marketing for Cyberpunk, literally the best in the fucking business. Better than Rockstar. I'm sorry. Better than fucking Rockstar, bro. That shit was fucking booming, You had Keanu Reeves, you had Billie Eilish. They were playing it during NBA, during highly watched NBA games, the commercials for fucking Cyberpunk. Keanu Reeves was on the front fucking thing of it. on the commercials. It was just all over. You had these impressions, these previews from these respectable journalists. You had so much going on. The merchandise. I mean, it was just this big culmination from a respected developer. That's why no one fucking batted an eye and said, well, this, Michael's just saying this is going to be trash for clicks. And it's like, well, no. Clearly that wasn't the case. Unfortunately, I wanted Cyberpunk to be good, and I wanted it to be everything that they claimed it was going to be, and that's why it was such a disappointment, because if you honestly ignored the marketing, you probably would have enjoyed the game a hell of a lot better. But the problem is that, the cracks were starting to show beforehand. I mean, they cut out the wall running, they cut out the car customization, they cut out all of this stuff, and people didn't give a shit. Like, oh, it's still a good game, it's still a good game. And that's what they started to bark about, and you know how that whole situation went down. But the marketing, the point is that the marketing for Cyberpunk, it made you give a fucking shit about the game. Even if you didn't care, you couldn't resist. You had to go out and fucking see this thing. And what a fucking show was it? What a show CD Projekt Red put on. I mean, you know what? Woo! That was more entertainment than any other game has provided, really, to be honest. I mean, fuck me in the ass.
Dude.
Well, you can't disagree. You bought. Hey, let's just be honest. You bought into the marketing too. You got that Cyberpunk headset. You're probably wearing it right now. You got that Cyberpunk merchandise all lined up, and I'm not trolling. You've shown it to me in real time, and as such, you can't disagree that the marketing was fantastic. If Cyberpunk were 22 days away, we would be talking about. There would be plenty to talk about.
I think if we could flip it on the head, though, what you were saying. Let's start with what you were saying, Michael. The cut content. I have not seen any rumors like that being leaked from.
Well, that's
Bethesda.
because there's no content.
So
it's a modder's paradise. What you mean, homie?
I mean, I would say that's a big fucking red flag if we were going to be seeing this, right? Like, that would be a huge fucking red flag, like we did for Cyberpunk. In fact, I think too much of the budget went to marketing for Cyberpunk.
I disagree. I'll tell you what. I mean, what a spectacle that was. You know what I mean? We were living in the golden age right there for that sumbitch. That was hype fucking city, baby. That was hype. That's all I needed. I mean, that was better than the actual fucking game. The lead up to it, the whole fucking disaster. I mean, that was better than the actual game, because the actual game's boring as. And by the way, Cyberpunk's coming back out in September. Next month.
Yeah, fuck that.
I'm buying it.
Oh, yeah. I thought it's coming. Oh, no, you're right. It is September. Yeah, but I ain't buying that shit. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
they fucked you over and took off
sometimes
everything.
I like bending over and getting fucked in the ass. I mean, it's just as simple as that. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Michael, they stabbed us in the back like Judas.
I liked it. What do you want me to tell you? I'm sorry for liking it. I mean, it was fun. It was interesting. It felt really good to get screwed up the ass. And it's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll buy Cyberpunk again just to see how terrible it is. Fuck it.
Oh, Michael.
Yeah.
They must have hurt you bad. You're down bad now.
How am I down bad? IGN used my footage. What does that say? Everyone wants to fucking throw me under the bus yet again. Discredit world class yet again. You were there. You called in. I can go to the most popular stream right now on this channel, and you were calling in then.
It was a great fucking time to be alive. I do agree.
Exactly.
Whipping out my dick every day and pissing on that hunk of trash. Yeah, that was
Yeah, right. You loved it. You secretly loved it. Everyone secretly loves Cyberpunk. Don't lie, bro.
We got to cheer for the 4-time winner, Bethesda Studios, okay? That's what we got to do. We got to cheer.
Well, you better ask those devs some of those questions that you have. I mean, what burning questions do you have about Starfield? It seems like no one even cares enough to ask questions about this game, and it's like, well, I guess you're just ready to consume.
I would ask.
Really? Name one question, buddy.
World class.
Name one question. Name one question.
Yeah. Can I land on the planets? And if it is a pre-scripted cutscene, does that actually matter? Do I actually get to land where I want to land on the planets? I do think that's kind of an interesting question to ask.
Well, I think we know the answer, but I'm not confident enough to say whether or not we can, because I've read a little bit about it, but I think you can land anywhere within the designated area of where they say you can land, but I think it is a cutscene, if that makes any sense. So you pick your spot on the planet, then it just fades to a cutscene. I think. I could be wrong on that, but they haven't shown any of that. And so, I mean, for some people, that's
matters.
Well, it's not like No Man's Sky where you can just you see the planet, you fly into the planet, and it just works. And quite frankly, I wish they would have done that. That would have been really seamless and immersive. But you know, I'm sure the modders can fix it. Again, Todd Howard said this is a modder's paradise, so you know.
Right. Yeah, I don't think the modders can fix that. That seems like a pretty big
You're underestimating these
decision.
edgelords. They have unlimited time. They have unlimited time in their parents' basement. They have no deadlines to work with, and then they accuse the developers of being lazy when it's like, dude, you're literally in your grandma's basement, surrounded by Cheetos. You have no deadline. You can work on this mod for fucking 4 years plus, and yeah, it's going to be better because you have no fucking deadline. You don't have to answer to anybody. You have no boss. You have no fucking people telling you what you can and can't do. You know, it's just like you have total freedom and total time. So yeah, it's going to be better than what the devs can put out because you're not in a real world. You know, it's not a job. It's just a fantasy world down there in grandma's basement. You know, and that's why the mods always tend to be better than the actual game because they have total freedom and unlimited time. And that's just not how the real world. That's not how the real world works.
I mean, do you ever see Bethesda actually implementing these mods into the full game itself?
Well, I think there should be a thing in the menu that says, "Hey, do you want to jump into the mods?" There was on Xbox when I played Fallout on Xbox. Yeah. There was like so they officially implemented it into that stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Shit, dude. There's tons of questions though that need answering. Like, I'm no, seriously. Like, I'm genuinely worried. Is there characters in which I just can't kill that I feel like I should be able to?
Well, is that gonna be make or break to you? Because man, you know, if you're looking for that Fallout New Vegas,
it really hurt the FO4 experience, in my humble opinion, not being able to do things like that.
I agree. I mean, as soon as someone made a video saying, "Hey, Fallout 4, your choices don't matter," I just stopped playing it. Like there was just no reason to continue playing it. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that they've learned from that. And I'm hoping, you know, I don't expect it to be on the New Vegas level. I don't think it will be. I think that's just impossible. I really do think that's impossible these days. I mean,
that's pretty fucking blackpilling, bro.
Oh, you want to talk about the black pill? Someone just mentioned that this weekend while I was in Chicago, and I was like, wow, we might have to just start thinking about that a little bit more.
I mean, dude, seriously though, if choices don't matter, then what's the fucking point of playing the game?
Well, you know, hey, you know, I mean, you got 1,000+ planets. You know, there's stuff you can customize your shit. Oh, here we go. Now you're playing negative, Nancy. What do you mean, bro?
What do you mean? I'm fucking hyped, bro.
Well, have you played? Hey, listen, look here, listen, buddy. Look here, listen. Yeah, I bet you piece of shit.
I got the couch.
You fucking consumer. You fucking consumer. Have you played Baldur's Gate 3?
Fuck no. I'm busy.
Well, how are you gonna play Starfield?
No, I haven't.
How are you gonna play Starfield?
Well, I ain't gonna be busy for that now.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got time for Starfield, but not time for Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes I'm on the road, sometimes I'm not. I don't.
Well, you know, you should have kept your Steam Deck, and you could have played Baldur's Gate 3 on there, and you would have had so much fun. And it's just such a time sink with that turn-based combat. Like, damn, you want to talk about no life? Well, you better play that game. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of time to kill on that one.
Oh, believe me, I already played Divinity Original Sin 2.
Well, then there you go. You need to buy this then. I don't know why you wouldn't be buying this, playing this. I mean, your choices matter. I made some choices last night, and I thought, wow, the character's actually dead. It's over. I mean, you know, the choices actually do matter. And there was different variations to the cutscenes. I mean, the combat's, you know, a little odd.
People that are getting hyped for this are going to be in for
I don't know,
rude
man. I've already
awakening when
played
Starship
FO1
releases.
and FO2.
Your
and
choices
you know,
won't matter.
Well, they said this is better. I mean, you got full frontal
sad.
nudity. You can have sex with the bear. I mean, bro, this is fucking. This is the incel's wet dream game, bro. I mean, you know, it's got a 96 on Metacritic, bro. That is insanity,
oh my God,
bro.
dude. That's so fucking.
I played 4 hours and we barely got any progress into that game, bro. That combat is a time sink, bro.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, like I said, I've played something akin to it that they've also published. It It's great if you have people. I don't know, man. Like, I don't really just want to jump into a game like that all by myself.
Oh, so lonely. But you'll jump into these 1,000 plus planets and be depressed all alone in these empty planets, and jeez.
Absolutely, it's gonna be like Ryan Gosling.
Shut up, you stupid idiot! You freaking hypocrite! You already bought the headset controller, the freaking T-shirt, Todd Howard statue.
What's wrong
Sad.
with being on the hype train, baby? I'm on the hype
Yeah, but 3 months ago, total opposite, buddy. What happened to you? You flip-flopped, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No,
Yeah, you
they finally
did.
started to show the product.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
no.
You got convinced by Todd Howard's lies. What happened to the sweet little lies?
Cue the Chrome Cat video.
Well,
baby.
I already told you Todd Howard's never lied, and no one can bark up against that. So, because he hasn't lied, those are just facts. But everyone wants to pretend like he's lied. When has Todd Howard lied?
I think Chrome Cat, one of your favorite content creators, already exposed that reality.
Well, it's just kind of a meme. It's just a funny meme.
Baby.
Well, did you see his late? Did you see his? Excuse you? Did you see his latest video?
Yeah, that was great. Dude, what are you talking about? I was watching the show.
Oh. Well, I thought someone said you weren't going to call into the show anymore. You said you were mad and all this, like all these fake ass rumors and lies. Sad.
Wow, now people are denying my bad.
Yeah, they're trying to break us up. It's sad,
Yeah, well, I ain't gonna take the 30 pieces of silver. Sorry. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Imagine playing into.
You sound so sexy. I mean,
Jesus
what?
Christ. Imagine. You were literally talking about Zoomer should call in yesterday, so I was like, well, I guess I won't call in. Imagine.
Well, and then, they kept spamming about the Chromecap video, and it's like, quite frankly, I didn't have much feeling after watching it. I thought half the games he showed off were trash. But the first, few games were actually good because it was all new. First Ask Creed game, Skate, Saints Row, all of that was brand new and fresh. And then it became sequel. And I just, it just didn't do much for me after that. But, I certainly think the 360 was definitely the strongest point for Xbox ever. And I don't think they'll ever recover.
Well, yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. And it showed you those release dates, It was never like you weren't.
Well, I couldn't figure that I couldn't figure that out. It was complicated.
Yeah,
but
no,
I mean,
all he was showing was,
yeah.
Hey, guess what? Now you can get hyped for another game. Guess what? Now you can get hyped for another game. Unlike Starfield,
Well,
Jesus Christ, how hungry have we been for a new fucking IP at this point?
Yeah. Well, the Q&A, I guess that's news, but whew.
I guess it is news. It's at least nice to see that they finally woke up. They're getting out of bed. They're taking the big stretch.
Well, hey, they're busy on that day one patch. What you mean, homie? Woo! They're busy on that day one patch.
Yeah, well, it better be the savior because Cyberpunk's day one patch didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, and they got mad about me. They got mad because, you didn't play with the day one patch, as if that was going to magically change the fucking game. Here we are 3 years later, and they're just now implementing features that should have been there day one. Like, now the police can chase you, and it's like, dude, you have to buy the DLC to get that feature. Holy shit, bro!
Basically, I heard that something like that releases alongside of it. Is that true?
Well, that could be true. I could be wrong about that. I'm hoping you don't have to buy the DLC to get those features. But the point is that shit should have been there fucking 3 years ago.
But yeah, no, you're absolutely. Well, that's the biggest problem, though. These are features that they not only alluded to, promised would be in there day one. You can't just go around saying this is going to be the Cyberpunk game and not even have a functional cop system in the game. Like, bro, get fucked. Are you fucking with me?
It's a total travesty. I'll tell you what. It's just the incompetence from the engineers. They still can't get it done.
Thank God we had knights in shining armor like Alana Pierce saying that we can go up to any NPC like in RDR2 and talk to them. Bravo, great job selling a fucking game. I've never seen an ass shake harder than hers for a product.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
You seen that ass shake?
I saw it shake for Cyberpunk.
No!
What do you mean?
Well, that's and that's the beauty of that marketing. They went through the shills here on YouTube, the safe personalities, and everyone started to believe like, oh, if Alana Pierce said it was great, then it's going to be amazing. Oh, Young Yeah also said it was fantastic. Well, fuck me, I'm pre-ordering this game. They went through those channels instead of saying, hey, you're going to love it. But they also went through the traditional media sort of fucking thing where it's like, hey, we got Billie Eilish in the soundtrack. She's not even in the fucking game.
Yep.
And Keanu Reeves, they had to shoehorn his ass in the game to get people to give a shit. And it was a great move. It was a great, fantastic move. The game sold incredibly well, and they have recovered because everyone's convinced that they're back on track. Yet you can't fix that garbage. It's just time to move on. So after the DLC, hopefully they just never talk about Cyberpunk again and make the second one and fully deliver on what they initially promised. Then I'll say, well, okay, they're back in business. But that's not going to be for another decade. So
Exactly. Yeah, they got their money, like you've always said, and they got the fuck out. That's all it's about. How much money can we extort at a given time? And I'll be on my fucking merry ass way because you're 100% right, Michael. I mean,
well, the shills are convinced.
The guy that literally shit down Fallout 76 neck on a daily basis.
Well, it's because it's cool to hate Bethesda. I mean, back then it was. I don't know about now. I mean, we're going to see. But the Fallout 76 hate train, I played the game. I didn't think it was all that bad. I mean, it just really wasn't for me. I remember the map being cool. They had the fucking roller coaster with the skeletons on the fucking roller coaster. I thought that was cool. I climbed the roller coaster. There wasn't much to do in the world. But I mean, it was Fallout with the online aspect, and I'm not an online gamer, so it's just not for me. But I played it, and it wasn't like this big broken fucking mess that people claimed it to be. At least that wasn't my experience. And then people thought, oh, you're just playing Contrarian. And it's like, no, I played it on PS4. And it's like, there's just a lot of people are exacerbating on these issues, just like they do with Battlefield 2042 and every game. Even Cyberpunk, you could argue, if you don't look at the PS4 and Xbox One versions, you could argue that, people maybe did cherry pick a little bit if you don't look at those versions. Because, again, when the thing is with Cyberpunk is that when that came out, it got great scores because they reviewed the PC version early and it got 9s all across the board. Everyone loved it. They said, yeah, there's a few bugs, but for the most part, it's not interrupting the experience and so on and so forth. Then it came out on console and it's like, well, it's a totally different story. And that just took over. So, it's interesting to note that everyone thought it was amazing when it initially came out on PC, and then the console versions come out, which doesn't really apply to 99% of the fucking Cyberpunk fan base, because they all played it on PC to begin with, like you did. And it's just, it's just interesting to see how. I'm not saying they jumped on the hate train, but some of them did. Young Yeah reversed his review and apologized for it. And it's like, why would you do that? Like, we know you're a shill. Your integrity is, you're in bed with these publishers. You work in the industry. You're obviously not going to fucking call anything out because you're going to get fired if you do. I mean, that's just how it is. If I were in bed with Steven Spielberg, I wouldn't be saying a goddamn thing about the industry. It's just the way it is. You kind of have to kiss ass and you have to play the game. Otherwise, you're out.
Believe me, I mean, that's most industries.
Exactly, yeah. You just shut your mouth and eat your popcorn, and it is what it is.
Yeah, and if you want to talk shit, talk it with your closest allies. You don't just go out and fucking blab your mouth about things that you disapprove, you know what I mean? Like, that's just fucking retarded.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I stopped watching Chris Stuckman. Chris Stuckman got in the Hollywood system, and he doesn't review movies that he doesn't like anymore, so he only has positive reviews. And I thought, well, his integrity is kind of out the window now because, he had to sacrifice that for, making a movie within the Hollywood system. And it's like, I respect the hustle, but, I'm not going to watch the content anymore. If you're not going to be, if you're scared to share your opinion, then yeah, I'm sorry, I'm out. Scared to criticize other colleagues.
No, I hear you loud and clear. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. But you're talking about Cyberpunk. I don't see how it can be fixed. I don't even like the game to this day.
That's a bunch of baloney,
3 months ago? I bopped it in 3 months ago. I fucking hated it.
Well, it's just boring.
I seriously fucking do.
It's just boring.
Dude, it's the most bland, boring open world ever. There's literally nothing going on the streets at all.
Yeah, all you can do is look at it.
I'm sorry, when I play Kingdom Come Deliverance, bro, people are yelling at each other. They're getting in pissing contests with each other. They're fucking, if you go to the market, they're yelling, hey, do you want my fucking lettuce? Do you want my fucking onion? You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, and wasn't that game fan funded? I mean, didn't they ask, like, didn't they say,
Yes.
hey, okay, so that's how you do it. You go to the fans and you say, we're going to build a game that you want, and they did it.
Yes. Yes, it was completely fan funded, and it was the head dev, Daniel Varva, who's made the original motherfucking Mafia and Mafia 2, bro. I mean, what's there not to get?
That's what I'm saying. And they ruined that game
I love
too.
the game. Oh yeah,
They
Mafia
put red barrels in the Mafia 1 remake. Just shut it down, bro.
Dude,
and you know, I
never bought
pointed that out.
Are you for real?
Dude, I'm not joking, bro. Because it's shooting gallery. It's shooting gallery. It's bad, bro. I thought Crowcat was going to come back and make a video.
That's when I said okay.
I thought Crowcat would have came back and made a video on that slot, because you can't even ride the train in that fucking game. And it's like, okay, look, you're going to remake it. Yeah, it's trash. I mean, and then people start nitpicking and saying, it doesn't matter. Who cares about riding the train? That's just, it doesn't have a tangible impact on gameplay.
One of the best game mechanics in the whole fucking game is on the train.
It's funny when you praise smaller game mechanics, and when you roam around these worlds and just start looking at things, they can't handle it. But when everyone else praises it, it's not a problem. You know, when everyone else follows NPCs in Red Dead Redemption 2, it's okay for that to be showcased. But when I do it and spend 8 hours showing you like the game design, the simulation systems, you know, that's a weird way to play the game, apparently. You know, it's just like, okay, buddy. Like, this is literally Bethesda's fucking thing. They do simulation systems. They're simulating weather and shit on these fucking planets, you know? Like in Red Dead 2, the horse testicle shrink. Someone fucking developed that, you know? Let's take a look then. Fuck.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be a tagline, then as a consumer, you have every right to ask if it's actually there. If it's
it's not that it's not there. It's just like, well, you kind of have to stop and think. It's like, well, if they went to that detail, then it's like, wow, this is one of those fucking games where it's like they really went all out here. And they did. And, you know, I think people are entitled. You know, I think people are entitled. I think people need to just shut up and eat their popcorn.
We got too comfy, let's be real.
And you know, and we just got news like within the last 24 hours that, you know, GTA 6 possibly is going to be releasing sometime late 2024, early 2025 at the latest. Or earliest, I don't remember, but maybe within that time frame. So it makes sense why, you know, the Red Dead Redemption 1 was outsourced, and, you know, again, they have all hands on deck on that GTA 6. Bonnie and Clyde in Florida, modern day tale. I mean, I don't know. I think it might be the best one yet. Shit.
If it ain't, we're going to have to dissect that reality now, don't we?
I think it's going to work. Even if it is, you know, littered with modern themes, it doesn't matter, because, you know, you can have one, you know, you can do it like they did in Cobra Kai. They have one character that's like not hip on the modern lingo, and he's kind of for the boomer audience, and they resonate with that character, and they have the more modern characters talking to the boomer character, and it just, you know, it's a great way to kind of work around that, you know, like Beavis and Butthead as well. They stayed on the fence with some of those hot topics, and I think you could do GTA 6 in the modern climate, but you might have to sit on the fence a tad bit and have characters that are slightly more leaning towards, you know, the edgy side, and then. So I think the dichotomy, the contrast between Lucia and Jason could be very interesting. So I think it's going to work out. I really do. It just really depends on. Oh, it will. I mean, this
I don't mean to be an ankle biter. I just really, you know.
I love that right there. You know, hell, I'm gonna make a movie called Ankle Biter. It's gonna feature zombies, and man, that's a good one. Ankle Biter.
Ankle Biter.
I like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
baby.
I mean, that just, man. My first game.
Is it going to be in Chi-Town?
Excuse you?
Chi-City, baby.
Where were you? You want to come to Chi-Town? What you mean, homie?
I'd love to come to Chi-Town.
Yeah, you would.
Bro.
Well, we can ride that Ferris wheel. You know, I didn't go on the Ferris wheel, so we can ride the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, just don't make me ride that fucking train again.
Oh, that ain't nothing compared to L.A. You wouldn't survive in L.A., buddy.
What do you mean?
The Chicago train ain't nothing like L.A. Whew.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's
I
a
mean, I
totally
see
different world
videos.
down there in LA, bro. You go down there and people are literally like on drugs. They're shaking their body. They're fucking ramaging throughout the train, yelling.
Well, that
It
sounds like
is
a great zombie start.
exactly, and
Holy
it's like,
shit.
wow, this is it's a moving asylum on wheels, essentially, is what it is in that subway system in LA. I'm not trolling.
Endless content.
Yeah.
No, I know. Dude, I saw your fucking live stream. That guy is just going fucking berserk. Now, granted, it wasn't on the train, but
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's just a taste. Imagine that on the train where you can't even, like, you're kind of stuck in there.
yeah, in a box.
Yeah, that's what I'm
with
saying.
that. Yeah, man. I mean, I see, but you know what I mean, though? That's what Cyberpunk, I feel like they could have totally nailed, and they just didn't.
Yeah, because it's set in California. Unbelievable.
I mean, exactly. If you're going to put it in a fucking setting like that, you need to fucking depict it as it would be. That's all I'm asking for, man. Get me immersed in the motherfucking world, please.
Well, you got 1,000 planets here to keep you busy for until the release of GTA 6. I mean,
oh yeah, I'm gonna pop that achievement visiting every single one of them, baby.
Yeah, but you know someone's already gonna make a video showcasing every planet. You already know someone's gonna do that within the first week, if not even
damn right.
sooner.
They aren't even gonna care about the story. They're just
Yeah,
okay,
well, that's
as soon as I
sad,
get
and that's just, I don't
spaceship.
know. Yeah.
That's what the content is. I mean, you see, Michael, that's why I love your channel, okay? You know, you're not like everyone else, you know.
Here we go with the pandering, buddy. Here we go with the pandering.
I swear to God, I type in Starfield on the internet. They are literally reading the same fucking article from the same fucking script with the same fucking lines. It's like, hello, did I wake up in deja vu-ville? Are you fucking with me, man? Like, give me a fucking real-ass take.
Well, they're playing for that free copy from Bethesda. I mean, shit.
Well,
I mean, if Bethesda were going to send me the fucking chair, I'd be shutting my mouth too. I mean, shit.
Wait,
you
they
know
got
what
a
I mean?
chair
If
out?
if they invited me to Shillville, I'd say absolutely. You know, I'm happy to join.
I would love to see you kill a product. You probably could do it better than any of these.
That's what I'm
fucks.
saying. You know, but they don't give me that opportunity. So
Yeah, because imagine being a little provocative.
yeah, you can't rock the boat any.
Michael, moving the motherfucking wheels.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, folks, 818-824-4937. So there is new news today, and that there's going to be a Q&A next Friday with the lead developers of the game. There you go. Now, does that change anything? In my opinion, not necessarily. So, now, if we get a new trailer in between then and now, that could be interesting. But if you're telling me that there's going to be nothing until that Q&A, that is going to be... Well, I guess we're just going to have to start talking about Red Dead Redemption 1 again. Because if there's nothing to if there's nothing to go off of, I can't talk about this daily. There's just no way. Hello, you're on the air. Hey, what
That message last night I sent you.
I can't hear. Well, everyone else, you know, they get free shit for pandering, so everyone else plays the game. The lines are open, folks. You guys have lost all energy in here. So sad. You couldn't go 12 rounds. You couldn't talk about this game because you don't care, and that's because the marketing doesn't really exist. But I guess next Friday you can go ask the devs some questions about this game, and they may or may not answer it. So there you go. 818-824-4937. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air. Riveting. Jerry Lawler. How you doing? 818-824-4937. The lines are open, folks. No, GTA 6 is going to be... They're focusing on 2 characters. I mean, it's actually going to be better than GTA 5 because they don't have to focus on 3 characters at once. Hello, you're on the air, and it's going to be interesting. I'll tell you that.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Dusty from Canada.
Hell yeah.
How's it going, man?
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I think like in regards to the promoting the game, I think that like they're maybe thinking on terms, like with the age of TikTok and all that shit.
Right.
Like, the gamers are gonna the true gamers are gonna buy the game and play it, but like for people like that, they got a shorter attention span nowadays, and yeah, I don't think they're really thinking about selling it to real gamers because we're already gonna play it on Game Pass, or if people are gonna pre-order it, they're gonna do that. I think in terms of like, on a broader scale of casuals, it's just gonna be people making those TikTok videos about the game, kind of like they do Red Dead Redemption 2. Like,
yep.
Yeah, I also don't think the game's gonna be like a 10 out of 10 or anything like that. Like it's gonna be the same as any other Bethesda game. Like it's gonna be a 7, maybe an 8 out of 10. It's just gonna seem better than anything else right now.
Well, hopefully it's a little bit stronger than that. I mean, man, we want at least an 8.5.
Yeah, like we need it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like especially as an Xbox owner, like you need like something that's gonna be really strong and keep you going till like you guys were just talking about GTA 6, because what else is coming out?
I agree, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on it. Yeah, I'll keep the wheels moving.
Hell yeah, bro.
And,
Thanks for calling in.
fucking killing it. Keep it up, man.
Hell yeah. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
I just want to ask about that message last night.
What? Oh, man. Eight 824-4937. Someone's coming through the pipeline here. Eight 824-4937. Eight 824-4937. Well, if you guys don't want to call in, fine. Too bad. She don't love it, so sad. She don't love it, so sad. She don't love it, so sad. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4. If you're going to call in, let's not hang up. I'm going to block you. Okay, don't call in if you're not going to talk. Let's go. 818-824-4937. You guys can't handle Starfield, but you're talking about Red Dead all day and all night. Like, oh, fuck Rockstar. And then GTA 6 comes out and you guys are sucking its what? Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. I have to start blocking these numbers because they don't offer anything to the show. There's no conversation. They can't contribute at all. They just sit there and garble into the mouth. Fucking
77 Elvis.
818-824-49. Let's go. Elvis is coming. The king of rock and roll is coming through, baby. That's what we're talking about. Rock and roll king.
They hyped it in their heads. The leaks became official rockstar
Elvis is in the building
for them. Now they land back to reality.
Yeah, hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Elvis is in the building. Okay, these people don't know how to call into the show quite evidently. 818-824-4937. The lines are open. There's going to be a Q&A for Bethesda next Friday, I believe. Thursday, I don't know. Wednesday, I don't know what today is. Sometime next week. So that's the news today, which isn't really all that great, but whatever. People are fine with no news. They've already bought it. They've already pre-ordered it. So I guess they should just get busy. I would suggest finding a job within the next 3 weeks. And it'll keep you occupied, and that way you'll forget about the release of Starfield. Then when it does come out, you probably won't care. If time is moving too slow for you, go get busy somehow. And it'll make the time go a lot faster, I'll tell you that. The days will just go by so quickly. So instead of staring at the wall or talking about Starfield 24/7 and and that's the thing. That's why people get so disappointed with these games. They talk about these games literally 24/7, and it's like, well, yeah, it's never going to match your expectations and your hype because you're just, the build up, the anticipation, the journey is usually better than the destination. So, lines are open, folks. The lines are open. So if you want to call in, now is your opportunity. If not, let's see if we can get this Bethesda tweet up on the air. Here it is. This is from the Starfield Twitter. And this is going to be happening August 16th, which I believe is in, how long? So this is the news. So in 1 week from today, they're going to have a Q&A. This is the news for today. We did, I guess, get some news for Starfield. Is it massive news? Not necessarily, in my opinion. However, they have updated us on something. So this is what is the update right here. Hard to see, but there it is. Q&A from the dev Q&A from Will Shen and Emil Palagorali. And you can go in and ask them questions about the game, I suppose. And that's going to be happening 1 week from today. Are we going to get anything between now and then? I don't know. It is going to be interesting to see how this ultimately plays out. But if that is essentially telling us that we're not getting anything between now and then we're not going to be talking about this game until at least next week. So, I mean, because I can't come out here and talk about a game that has zero. People are milking this game here on YouTube. I'm not going to name names, but you type in Starfield right now on YouTube, and it's just a bunch of baloney. It's 25 minutes worth of baloney of nothing new, and yet they're, claiming that it's like, oh, we got new details on Starfield, and it's like, no, we haven't. There's fake leaks out there. But yeah, it's just a bunch of nonsense, I'll tell you that. More gameplay videos when? I don't know what that means. We can continue Baldur's Gate 3 tonight for a little bit. I mean, it really depends. If you guys can't handle it, though, we can play something else. It's ultimately up to you. I'm down to play anything. I'm down to play it a little bit further. But the combat system it is a time-seeking game, and if you don't have the patience for it, it might not be for everyone. So it is going to be interesting to see how that plays out on PS5. And again, Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out on September 6th when Starfield launches. Standard release date on that. So we're just going to have to see how ultimately the cookie crumbles. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
Am I?
Hello, you're on the air. Oh, man, we got crazy callers today. Unbelievable. Gee williker. Oh, man, the freakazoids are out. I'll tell you what, freakazoids are out. 818-824-4937. Have to have the good senator call back in. Jeez. No one else can discuss it. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Let's go. 818-824-4937.
Hello.
We're not doing fake voice. I'm going to write this number down. I'm going to block it. We're going to start the blocking process here because we have to weed through this garbage. Okay? They can't handle themselves, so I'll make it very easy for them to not be able to call into the show. Okay? You're clogging up the line with your nothingness. I don't want fake voices on my air, okay? It's as simple as that. Well, now we've come to the point in the show where we've exhausted the conversation, so it might be time to wind it down. In a way that makes sense. We could sit out here and do this all night. I mean, if no one's going to call in, then I don't know what to tell you. I think we've exhausted the conversation. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. Riveting conversation, riveting calls here. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, you're on the air. Gee willikers. I mean, you can't have one single coherent sentence on these calls. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to block. I mean, it's just as simple as that. If we can't handle it, hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Let's go. It's about Starfield, or you're off the air. It's as simple as that. I don't care about what you think about some other game or what you think about My Chemical Romance touring again. Let's go. Hello, you're on the air. You're done. I'm not waiting for you. Go. Hello, you're on the air. Let's go.
Michael.
Yeah, you gotta wake up, buddy. You gotta wake up, buddy.
Michael.
All right, we're done with you. I'm gonna block that guy too. What's that number? I'm gonna block it. I'm not listening to your garbage, buddy. I'm gonna start blocking calls. Haven't blocked anyone yet. I'm trying to give them opportunity to shape up, but they can't, so I'm gonna make it easy for them. Get you off the air. If you got nothing to say, you're calling in as in your fucking slumber state, we don't want to hear you, buddy. Okay, wake up. No one can fucking hear the mumbling. It's that simple. Let's go. 818-824-4937. Let's get one more caller on the air. We're going to wrap this up. We haven't even ran out of battery yet. Although we are getting close. 18%, 19%. We got one harasser calling in constantly. And I can't block that number, so. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Starfield, yes or no? Go. Say something, or don't. All right. Oh, jeez. Well, we can just sit out here and do nothing until the battery dies. I don't know what to tell you. I've already exhausted the conversation. There's the new news for today. We did have some decent callers earlier on the show, but this is a problem, and it's because they're not marketing the game. There's nothing to discuss. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Michael, what's up? Anthony out of Buffalo. How you doing?
Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah, totally. Look, listen, Starfield is going to be the greatest thing to have ever happened to humanity as far as gaming is concerned. I wouldn't be surprised if that pulls the whole world together.
Okay, we're done. If you can't have a serious conversation, I'm out. I'm not. This isn't a clown show, buddy. You can take the clowning somewhere else. It's not a clown show. It's passionate game discussion in here. Sorry you don't understand it, but I'm just going to let you know that's what it is. You don't have to agree with it, but that's what it is. It's passionate game discussion, okay? Not everyone's in tune. I understand, but I'm not interested in hearing about stupidity, okay? I'm here to talk about video games. 818-824-4936. We had some great quality callers earlier in the show, and they were they set the example. So if you can't follow that, then I'm not sure what to tell you. 818-824-4937. Well, if you got nothing to say on Starfield, maybe that's a testament to the marketing being such trash. If you got nothing to say about Starfield, then that is more than likely a testament to the marketing, how trash it is. And that's not what people want to hear, but it is the reality. We're 22 days, and all they have is a Q&A on Discord. Fuck off with that shit. I'm sorry. If that's really all they have to show for, then maybe they should just delay the game. Maybe they should just delay the game. If that's truly all they have to show for, some stupid, silly dev Q&A that 5 people are going to tune into, sorry, but that's just not. They don't want to sell this game. It's like they don't want you to buy the game. Maybe that is their marketing tactic. Like, hey, don't buy our game. We're not going to market it. That is the marketing. All right, 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air. Starfield, yes or no? Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
It's going to be amazing.
Why?
Hello?
Why?
Because, in my opinion, after watching, you know how they showed off gameplay and stuff, obviously.
I know who this is, and I know you're a troll. You know, let's just hear it. Let's just hear it.
I was being serious. So I have a PS5. up front, okay?
No, I know who this is. You're full of it.
No, I'm being honest.
Let's just hear it. Let's hear the catchphrase.
Okay.
Let's hear the
Hear me
catchphrase.
out. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out real quick. Dang.
No, dude, I know who this is. What you mean, homie?
Dude, please let me talk.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. I have a PS5.
Yeah.
And I know you're not gonna believe me when I say this.
No, don't do it.
I'm buying a Series X just for Starfield.
Ain't no way, bro.
I really am.
No, dude.
Money.
What are you doing, bro?
Legitimately, I've been saving money just so I could go get a Series X and buy Starfield.
That's
because
bad.
Starfield actually is like all that I've ever wanted in a game. And I know you're gonna say, "Oh, you're trolling." No, I'm being serious. Starfield has that exploration, dude. You get the choices matter. You can board ships. You can steal enemy ships. It has so much you can do, dude. When you're flying in space, you get options to like let people onto your ship or like
Really?
you can help people out you meet in the world. It just looks so dynamic, and Todd Howard is amazing.
Oh, dude, you're such a troll, bro. You're such a troll, bro.
There's no way. You are a fake gamer.
You are! Shut your mouth!
No.
You're a fake gamer! You don't know what you're talking about! Fake gamer, by the way, I play Baldur's Gate 3. Shut your mouth! Ain't no fake gamers playing Baldur's Gate 3, buddy. Fake gamer, by the way. I put 4 hours into Baldur's Gate 3. Get up off. Fake gamer, by the way. I played Baldur's Gate 3, buddy. Ain't no one stepping into that. That's a casual gamer. Fake gamer. I'm going to put that on a shirt and you're going to buy it. Because I don't know what the fuck that means. I'll never understand what that means. 818-824-4937. Let's go. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
Michael, it's Todd. It's Todd Howard. And I just wanted to tell you that Starfield will have 16 times the detail.
Let's go.
It is my magnum opus. So why the fuck are you insulting my game when it's 3 weeks from release, you motherfucker?
Well, because you have nothing to show for. Sorry, buddy. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
What's up?
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Oh, nice. Wow, you actually picked up. That's fucking crazy. Well, man.
Well, I answer every caller.
The whole thing.
All right, we're getting you off the air. With that condescending attitude, you're off the air off that one, buddy. Implying I'm not picking up your phone call like I know who the fuck you are. I literally hit the green button for everyone. So you're off the air. Look at me that nonsense, buddy. Maybe call back in and try with a better attitude. 818-824-4937. You should be happy that I'm even answering your phone call because you guys are nobodies, okay?
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about. Stains coming through, baby.
Exactly. No, they should be happy.
They should.
Anyway.
They should be happy that they're on my show.
Oh my God, they come here and they. What is? It's unbelievable.
It really is.
Anyway, about Starfield, yeah, the lack of marketing is just fucking unreal. I mean, as you were saying, Cyberpunk, look, it was a trash game, but the marketing was off the fucking map. I mean, you had Keanu Reeves coming out. You had all these fucking people. You had Alana Pierce with her big titty.
She's even in the game, bro. And these stupid idiots thought she was actually reviewing the game genuinely when she is in the game as a character model. Her voice. Oh my God, bro.
She literally titty fucked her way up the industry, and they actually buy whatever she says. But anyway, and then you had all these fucking Twitch fucking Zoomers, streamers, whatever, the boomers. You had fucking fucking shilling this game hard, and that's because CDPR, they paid these people. They had all these fucking gimmicks going around. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, they got fucking Keanu Reeves. They got the fucking whatever the fuck in the game. Oh my God, Alana Pierce, please suck my cock. You're in this fucking game." And now they're doing the same thing for DLC. They got Shield Hunter shilling it. She's in the fucking game. They got Idris Elba in the fucking game. And they got more people shilling this shit than ever. And here is
Well, it works. It
powering
works every time. I mean, it's a brand new marketing.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the problem with Starfield is not even the lack of marketing. It's the lack of a gimmick. It's not an established IP. It
Yeah.
doesn't have any important people, actors and whatever attached to it. No one is shilling this fucking game, okay? They're shitting on it. It's even worse than not shilling it at all. And it has no, it isn't an interesting game. It has, oh my God, I can't believe that their marketing is reduced to a fucking Q&A on Discord of all
Holy
fucking
shit,
places.
bro. Holy fucking
But
shit.
I told you, you were, a week or two ago, you were worried. I mean, where is the marketing? Oh, they're going to start in a week or two. And I told you then, the Starfield Direct was the last fucking marketing push. They don't have anything more to show. And that's because I feel that Phil Spencer doesn't care. He doesn't care about these fucking games. He isn't selling Starfield. He is selling Game Pass. He doesn't care. He is not. He's not selling his fucking console. He's not selling a brand. He's not selling these games. He's selling Game Pass, and I think Todd is getting the short end of the stick because it's a complete disaster what they're doing to Starfield. I mean, it's just unbelievable. If this was a PlayStation 5 exclusive, they will be pulling all the fucking stops.
I mean, they really would. That's one thing that you can say about PlayStation. The marketing for Final Fantasy, I mean, that was pretty strong. Billboards in LA, I saw that shit everywhere. And again, I'm not in LA, so I can't confirm or deny if they have billboards for Starfield, but I sincerely doubt that they do, because someone would have posted it by now. But, I just think the marketing, if this game especially, it's going to be more sad if it's a great game, because the marketing could have been there before launch. And sure, word of mouth and, positive reviews and a great Metacritic score will help, certainly. But they could have had that extra little push at the launch if they were confident in the game. And I'm not saying they're not, but it's just like, it's just concerning that it's just boiling down to some Q&A dev on Discord. It's just like, wow.
And look, we had some great callers making some great points, and
Yeah.
I agree with them. There was one caller that said, maybe the game is really amazing, and they're counting on just dropping it, and the word of mouth will do the rest.
Like the
But-
Netflix approach, sometimes Netflix just
Yeah.
quietly says,
But
hey,
the
here's this
thing
brand new
is-
movie, and then the word of mouth picks it up and it starts to gain a big following. I think Squid Game was like that. Squid Game just came out of nowhere, and then everyone just started to say,
Yeah.
hey, it came this viral fucking thing. Because I don't think
Yeah,
Netflix
but-
thought it was going to be that big.
The thing is, we don't really have much to go on. I mean, this isn't a show you just sit down and consume. This is a fucking game that is going to run on fucking hardware. Sure, we got info on Xbox, but I don't have a fucking Xbox. I got a PC, and it's not looking good. I don't trust these fucking devs, okay? They're too busy putting lipstick on and a fucking dildo up their ass instead of, doing their fucking job. And I just can't trust them, and that there's all these fucking news about the fucking, I just don't know. I want the game to succeed, but at the same time, I cannot turn a blind eye to what's going on, which is nothing.
Yeah, outside of this Q&A, next week apparently is when we're going to get new tidbits.
Yeah. And
No
the thing
trailer,
is,
no teaser, seemingly just this.
I think we're gonna get a launch trailer, and that's it.
Well,
The
that's
real
better
Michael
than nothing.
Myers
I'll say
super
that.
chatted
I mean, if we get a launch trailer next week, I'll be a lot more happy about this,
I
a lot
love
more confident.
Stain.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't show
But
anything
that-
new, it's just like, please make this aware. Like, it's just frustrating as someone who is genuinely looking forward to this.
Yeah,
At least,
I want to play something new. I will get Red Dead 1 on Christmas, whatever, but I want to play something new. I'm tired of these remakes of these fucking old ass fucking games. I want the future. I don't want the past. The thing is, the future doesn't look promising. When you got fucking retards like Phil Spencer going on fucking these shows and crying, oh, even if even if Starfield is an 11 out of 10, we can't sell it to people. Yes, you fucking can, but you don't want to. You just want to sell them this fucking Game Pass service. You know, it's unbelievable. And you mentioned the Skyrim fans. You know what the Skyrim fans are going to be doing? They're going to be playing Baldur's Gate 3. They're not going to be playing Starfield.
Really?
Because Starfield is a
Right, yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Well,
you
yeah,
take
it's
these
totally
people,
different.
You know,
Yeah, it's totally different.
it's a fucking space game. It doesn't have anything in it. I mean, and Todd isn't doing himself any favors. You know, he's going on fucking these things and saying, yeah, sure, we got 1,000 planets, but most of them are empty. I mean, sell your fucking game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's what we want to see.
Keanu Reeves in the game. Get Alana Pierce.
They might have to call Alana. They might have to call Young. Yeah, they might have to call everyone else.
Call all these fucking losers. Call all these fucking losers. Call Chill Hunter to get the fucking faggots in here too. Call everyone and get them to shill your fucking game, because right now it's not looking good. Okay? We need you to sell your fucking game. Sure, all the nerds in here, Troy and all these people that are terminally online, they know about this game. But the average Zoomer and normie doesn't. And that's because they're not marketing this anywhere.
I know. And it's sad because, like you said, and like everyone else has said, if this game is great, it's a disservice to it. The lack of marketing is potentially a disservice to this, if it is really all it's cracked up to be and more.
Yeah, but the lack of marketing makes people think it's going to be trash.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they're hiding something.
Because there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of concern, especially after Fallout 76. I apparently shilled this weeks ago, and people were fucking calling in and playing contrarian and like bringing up their viewpoints. Like, oh, how can you trust sweet little lies from Todd Howard? And oh, after the disaster that was Fallout 76. And I said, guys, look, even if this is a disaster, it is on Game Pass day one, and that, you know, obviously still stands. But
yeah.
I guess we're just going to have to see. You know, next week is the Starfield Q&A from the devs on Discord. So, yikes.
That's a piece of shit.
For a game that's 25 years in the making, you're telling me that's it? Holy
and it's on Discord too.
Oh,
that's
God.
where you're going to do your fucking Q&A. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's a disaster. I mean,
it really is. This is the worst thing I've seen in quite some time. Again, if PlayStation were doing this, I really think it would have been.
I mean,
you would have at least seen PlayStation blogs about some of the features.
Oh,
and that's better than nothing.
Yeah, and they had a marketing. They even marketed fucking Last of Us remake. Fucking Last of Us remake.
Yeah, and people were bitching about that, and they said, "Well, you know, I don't know. It's just."
You can bitch about Sony all you want, but they sell their fucking games and they sell their fucking hardware. I mean, the numbers, it proves it.
Yeah, it speaks for itself. Yeah, the numbers don't lie.
But as I said, I think Phil doesn't care. I think he just wants to sell Game Pass. You know, I think they need new leadership.
Well, I think this is a play anywhere game. So you are going to be able to play this on if you buy it on PC or console, it's backwards and forwards compatible, meaning you can play it on a different system or platform, I guess. So that is cool, but it is one of those games where it's play anywhere. You might be able to play it on the fucking cloud even. I don't know, the Xbox cloud.
Sure, on the Steam Deck, whatever, but
yeah.
The majority of people, they don't own a PC that can run this fucking game.
Exactly, and there's big question marks surrounding the performance, you know, especially since they partnered up with AMD.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm not going to pre-order anything. I'm only pre-ordering GTA 6 whenever that's announced, but I'm waiting for day one, and I'm worried that day one is going to come and everyone is going to be saying what a fucking disaster it is on the fucking PC, and that's going to break my heart because I want this game to succeed. I want new stuff to succeed. But they're not doing it well. They're not, and we can't keep turning a blind eye to this fucking thing. And that, I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, look, honestly, if all they have to show for in the next, if that Discord Q&A is all they have to show for, like, just shut it down. I mean, just. Oh my God. No. I mean, it'll be interesting to hear new tidbits, but holy shit.
I mean, I just don't know.
Yeah,
Because,
I don't know either.
Baldur's Gate is going to come out the same day on the PlayStation 5. Isn't that right?
Exactly.
Hello?
Yeah. Can you
It's
hear
going
me?
to come out the same day. Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's coming out the same day, and I think PlayStation. I think they did that on purpose because then they're not getting Starfield.
Absolutely. And all this noise, all the Z willikers are going to come out. They're going to shill this fucking thing. This game is trash. I'm sorry. I know you're enjoying
Well, I
it.
mean, I'm
know
not
a
saying.
lot
Yeah,
of-
I mean, look, if the combat were like a little bit more straightforward, I would say
Oh my
I would recommend it to more people. But that combat is a fucking time sink. You might as well get the goddamn board game out. You know what I mean? Because you're basically playing that.
It's a fucking virgin game.
Yeah, I mean, I hate the stereotype like that, but I mean, let's just be honest. You have to have a lot of time to put into that fucking game.
Look,
bro.
you go on Twitter and you read what people are saying about this game. It's all the same slop. Oh my God, I love this game. So horny. I love masturbating to this NPC and the bear fucking the elf, and I love the green orc cock. I want to get railed by an orc. I mean, that's all they're saying. I don't see anything praising the game itself, the graphics, the technicality. I don't
I
see
mean,
anyone praising the gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone praising the voice acting. All I see is these coomers that want to jerk off to this game.
yeah, it's a sad situation.
I mean, and the Snoys are going to shill it. Even if
hell
they
yeah.
don't like it, they're
Oh
going to
hell yeah,
shill
they're
it.
gonna push that shit so hard. So
Oh,
it's a great opportunity for the devs on that game because it's aligning up really well because the Snowies are gonna be
And
fucking
they're
review
saying
bombing
it's Game of
Starfield.
the Year,
Yep.
Game of the Year. I mean, everything is Game of the Year now. I mean, Resident Evil 4
Literally
remake is
every
Game
new
of the Year.
release is Game of the Year.
It's unbelievable. You think we're living in the golden age of gaming?
And they say Resident Evil 4 remake is Game of the Year. There's zero people talking about it, bro.
Oh, yeah. All the shills that were up in arms, and now the game is completely forgotten.
Literally.
Where is it? What happened?
And look at the numbers on
I don't
Steam.
even remember what else came out. I mean, Zelda, dude, it is unbelievable.
It really is. I'll tell you what.
And it's a shame. I mean, look, they're gonna put out Spider-Man. That's gonna steal Starfield's thunder.
Oh hell yeah! I mean that's a blockbuster game. I mean that's huge.
Yeah, I'll probably get that. I mean,
oh yeah,
the PlayStation really has no fucking games, and as much as we bitch about them, their main studios, they put a lot of fucking work and polish into their games, and I'd rather play that than the fucking virgin Coomer Gate 3. I mean,
yeah,
I really don't get it.
I don't get it
but
either.
Yeah, Starfield. I don't know, man. I don't know. I hate to be a doomer, but I just
Well,
don't
I mean,
know.
it's just not encouraging if that's really all they have to show for in 1 week from now. I mean, look, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be a trailer or some shit like that, but dude, yikes.
Yeah. Look, I was hoping that Todd was going to come out in his fucking leather jacket and he was going to bend us over, fuck us in the ass, and say, "You want it, you got it, baby."
Exactly.
And then he was gonna
Give us a
come all
reason
over
to
our fucking face.
Exactly. Give us a reason to get hyped for this sumbitch.
Exactly. Oh my God, I want Todd Howard to come out of the fucking woodwork, slam up his fucking cock on the table, and say, "You want Starfield? I got Starfield right here, baby."
Yeah.
Show all these fucking trailers, all these fucking things, but no, there's nothing. How can I shill this game if he's not giving me nothing?
It's sad.
It's over. It's over. They need to get, as I said, they need to get Alana Pierce and all these losers.
Well, I mean, it would certainly help. I'm not going to lie. It would that would be probably the way to go. It would certainly help.
Or better yet, release a video.
Something.
Of an alien
At this
bear-
point, it's been
of
literally
an
2
alien
months.
bear fucking an NPC.
Yeah. That's what would sell it. You know, that's why they bought Mass Effect, because you can have romance options in the ship.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it's about.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it really is. It is going to be interesting to see what happens in the coming days. I mean, God willing, we finally get more stuff, but it's not looking good.
Yeah. We'll
not
have to
looking
see.
good. And Cyberpunk DLC is going to come out too.
Oh.
I mean, Starfield has a lot of competition, you know, because they got fucking Showhunter shilling it hard. She's in the game and the DLC or whatever. And what does Starfield have? Nothing.
Well, they got a Q&A. That's what they got. 25 years in the making, and it all comes down to a Q&A on Discord. Yikes.
Yikes is right. Anyway, I'm going to move the wheels now. We have had a great fucking show today.
That's
so
what we're
proud
talking
of
about.
The callers. So proud of the callers. They called into the, W for all of them. We even got the gamer girl calling in, and the chat fucking moved.
Oh, of course it
all
did.
The coomers,
of course it did.
All the coomers, they hear the gamer girl. Oh, they lose their fucking minds like a bunch of losers. Go play your fucking coomers, Gate 3. Slop. Losers. Move the wheels, Michael.
Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937.
Hey, Michael, that last caller touched on something I really liked. You're a fucking faggot. I hope you die.
Alrighty. Seek help. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
I just wanted to tell you about what I'm planning on doing.
Man. No. I'm going to have to block these numbers. Some people need serious help in here, and I can't provide that for you, so go call Dr. Phil. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, you're on the air.
Hey, I just wanted to say, first of all, congrats on your viewer numbers, dude. They've been consistently over like 250, even 300 for like a good bit now.
Yeah, well, it's about time.
Hey, maybe that meme did some work.
Yeah, it seemingly has.
But okay, so I want to give a different perspective on Starfield. Like, you guys are making good points, but I was thinking with the whole, I remember that one chick she called earlier, and she was saying maybe Starfield's for the real gamers. They don't want to shill it to the normies, and maybe there's a point to that, because the Discord thing got me thinking. It's like they would go on Discord because they would know the more hardcore people are on it, right?
Well, it's like Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 is a hardcore game. And, the marketing for that, it was mostly word of mouth.
Yeah.
So I think, maybe they're trying to align it like that. But I would argue that this isn't even as hardcore as that. Like, that is way less mainstream than this. This is more pick up and play compared to that fucking tabletop shit.
Definitely. But I was also thinking back to Bethesda's origins. Like, I mean, they used to be hardcore RPG,
Yeah.
It was all role playing, and then of course Oblivion and Skyrim and Fallout 4, they started drifting towards away the RPG elements and more towards the action, to grab the mainstream. So maybe I was thinking maybe this is like their final, because they say that this is their dream game, right? This is 25 years in the making. So maybe they are going to go all out. This is going to be for the hardcore gamer, RPG elements out the ass, and that's why they're not, marketing it to the degree we think they should be. Or what do you think about that?
Well, they're doing a Discord Q&A, so I guess that's the marketing. I don't know. I mean, that's what they've announced today. I'm surprised they haven't announced anything. So, if they don't want this game to sell, and this is a great way to do it, I'll tell you that. Because it ain't going to sell well. And I think internally, I can't imagine being on the team at Bethesda and when that whole acquisition got announced and it happened. I mean, obviously this being on less platforms is not better. I mean, if this were on every platform, it would have sold, more. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast, but it's not on PlayStation. It's, obviously not on Nintendo. Not that it was ever planned to be on Nintendo, but it's only on the Xbox ecosystem, and it's forever tethered to that seemingly. So, I don't know. It's just, I guess maybe they don't need to market it. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just a niche game, and that's what they want it to be. And maybe it doesn't need to be another Cyberpunk. I don't know. Maybe the marketing is just fine. But, for a game that's 25 years in the making, you would think that they would at least put a little bit more effort into it. But Xbox, the marketing department has their plans, and maybe it's a little bit closer to launch. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, because the thing is, Cyberpunk marketing, I mean, they marketed it out the ass, and they knew it was shit at launch. They knew it was shit,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
released it. So that's why I don't understand. That's kind of like the disconnect with Starfield, because you can argue, oh, they're not marketing because it's a garbage game or it's not as good. But I mean, Cyberpunk launched in literally the worst possible way it could have. So I don't know. It's very this next Discord Q&A is gonna be. I think that's gonna be the maker. I think we're really gonna understand after that, because that's gonna be questions from the community. Questions, I'm guessing it's gonna be legit questions. That's
Yeah,
really
whatever
gonna.
they choose to answer. I mean, whatever they can answer.
Oh, yeah, true. We don't even know how it's gonna work. But yeah, if they choose the questions, then yeah, that's a bad sign. Definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But
I don't think they're gonna reveal anything that massive in there. I mean, it really depends. I mean, if there's a new trailer to go along with that, then sure, that'll be cool. But I mean, like I said, I mean, if we're having this conversation next Wednesday, it's just like, wow.
right.
I mean,
Next
there will
Wednesday,
be,
you,
well, yeah, there will be new tidbits
dude,
from
you
the
gotta
Q&A,
live
but
stream that. You gotta live stream that.
yeah, we might have to. We might have to jump in to see what that's all about.
That'd be good content. Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Well, it'll be something new on Starfield. I mean, yeah, but if we, I mean, if that's all that's coming between now and then, 1 week of nothing, then I can't continue to talk about this game until next week because there's nothing to go off of. So
Yeah. That'll be the next step, I guess.
yeah.
All right, man. Moving the
Hell
wheel.
yeah. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
What the fuck? Me to die. Jump off a fucking cliff, you clown. Are you still listening? Good. Listen, dude. Hey, yeah. Are you gonna say anything? Why
No,
is
I'm
the
gonna,
call
I'm
still
gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna
going?
let
You
you.
still have me on for-
Holy fuck, dude! I'm gonna seriously block that. That's like the parents need to come in and block this shit, dude. Like, whoa, buddy. Jeez. There's some severe mental illness in here, and it's sad. That's why I don't like doing the show. It just you can't help people. So Baldur's Gate 3 theme song, I guess. I don't know. Got losers calling. I'm gonna have to block all these people. If you can't offer anything to the conversation, we're gonna get you off the air, buddy. 818-824-4937, and that is that number. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, it's Duncan from Canada. Can
Oh,
you
hell
hear
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? How have you been doing?
Well, we're here.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of people in chat saying to call in, so I'm calling.
Well,
in.
only
But
call in if you want. Don't listen to people in the chat.
But so yeah, I think a lot of people aren't saying this, but people aren't really focused on the performance. Like they haven't shown anything like performance-wise, and people are saying there's lots to show off on this game, and they're not showing much. And I haven't seen a lot of people talking about this, but performance, like nobody knows what the performance is going to be like on PC or Series S. So, like, I that worries me kind of, and I'm guessing it worries like the true fans of this that they haven't shown any performance at all. So I'm like,
Well,
what
especially
do you think
for
of that?
especially for the Series S and the PC. I mean, we've seen Series X gameplay. I'm pretty positive. Pretty sure that's what that gameplay is there. But for Series S especially, I don't know. I mean, I think PC might be the big one.
Yeah, I think PC is going to be like the main one that they have
Yeah,
to
I
show
mean, it
off
depends on
because
what kind
people
of
don't
specs
have.
you need to run it
Yeah.
somewhat good.
And 1,000 planets, like that's pretty huge. Like, I think you need like at least 30 series to maybe win the
Probably, yeah. I
game.
mean, that would probably be recommended, I would assume.
But what do you think of this? Like, no marketing. Like, they're doing a Q&A. Like, who the heck's gonna? Like, what questions do you think they're gonna ask? Like, what?
Well, they're
I don't
going to
know.
only answer more than likely the safe questions or what they've already kind of talked about. I don't think they're going to reveal too much new there. But yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like I have no idea how they're, why they're handling it like this. I mean, I guess there's still time to push it hard at the very end there, but eventually this game's going to leak. And if Bethesda doesn't want to come out and say, "Hey, this is our game and this is why you should buy it," I mean, in the next 2 weeks, someone's going to get a physical copy early, and they're going to more than likely leak the game. So, if Bethesda wants to wait for that, then I guess that's their plan. But I'm not saying something, a blog post, new tidbits on the Starfield website, Bethesda website, just something. And I guess we're getting something next week with the Q&A dev. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't
and
expect much, but it's just, I guess it's something.
I think they announced the Q&A first because I think within this next week, I think they're going to show something before the Q&A, and then that's
Yeah,
when all
well,
the
that's
questions are
what I
going to
would.
roll
Yeah,
in.
I thought this was. Well, you could be right about that. This could be a companion piece for whatever they show off, maybe a new trailer or something.
Yeah. Yeah, or like show like a mission, and then they have a bunch of questions about
Yeah, that's
that.
what that would be a smart way, and that's what this could be. So maybe there is light at the end of the tunnel here. And maybe by,
Yeah.
sometime, early next week they'll have a new
And
video or something, and then the Q&A will follow up with that. I think that could be interesting.
yeah, and about the Gamescom thing, I remember last year everyone was excited because Starfield was going to be there. But what Microsoft did was they showed the same direct that they showed a few months back at Gamescom. So do you think there's a possibility they show the same direct from 2 months ago at Gamescom?
No,
Because that's what they did last year.
Well, I don't know. I think they're too close to the launch to show off more of the same. But um, Stalker 2 is going to be playable at Gamescom, and there's no release date for that game. Now that
so
is
dumb.
insane
That's
to me.
dumb.
That is crazy to
That's
me.
really dumb. That's like wow. Stalker 2. We haven't seen anything from that
Nothing.
game. Nothing.
No
Like
release date, and
nothing.
that's going to be playable at Gamescom, but Bethesda's game isn't.
Yeah, I don't get that. And like I think Starfield within the next week or two they have to like push something. Like they have to release something, even if it's a minute. Like they have to do something to get the hype going. But I don't think they're gonna wait the last week to show something. I think they're really gonna push it hard next week or two and do something to get us hyped.
Yeah.
Because Troy, for example, he's pre-ordered this game. He's pre-ordered this game. He's got the launch. So I'm pretty sure he wants to see something. I'll
Well,
be
everyone
curious
does.
to
I
him.
mean, I do
I want to
too. I
see
don't have
something.
it pre-ordered, but I mean, they need to show something off. And like you said, this Q&A thing could be a companion piece to a new trailer or video content of Starfield early next week. I mean, that would be ideal.
Sure. And I don't got talking points like these other
Yeah.
young men. So I'm 15.
Yeah.
I don't got good talking points, but I call in to talk. But yeah, I think they need to show something off. I really do. Like, and we got Red Dead Redemption 2. They're marketing that like it's like they're marketing that more than Starfield right now. Like just from that trailer,
Yep.
like there's so much hype. I think if Microsoft were to do something and get everybody talking about it, it'd be the biggest thing around. They just need to get people talking about it. I think it'd be the best thing right now if they just put something out and got people talking about it. Like they need to do that. Like drop something. Because if they don't within the next few weeks, I think the sales aren't going to be as good. It's on Game Pass. Like Phil Spencer, he's pushing Game Pass. He's not pushing the game. He's pushing Game Pass. He's not pushing Starfield, which really doesn't make sense. Like,
Well,
why?
yeah.
Why would
Well, I
you?
mean, the games are vehicles to get to Game Pass. Game Pass is the
Yeah.
destination for Xbox, and yet very few people can understand that. It's not about console sales. It's not about the games. It's about the Game Pass subscriptions, and they're going to do whatever they can to get people to get on Game Pass and keep people there. So they're just really not
Yeah,
good at it. I mean,
and like this Spider-Man game, and like this Spider-Man game that's coming out, that's already marketed to heck.
oh
Look at
yeah.
that.
I mean,
It's already
I
got
mean,
3
we've
trailers
seen
that
a
released
bigger
this
chunk of gameplay without cuts, a bigger
since
chunk of
Spider-Man
gameplay,
2.
Spider-Man 2
Yeah.
without cuts than Starfield. And Starfield comes out in
Yeah,
22
facts.
days. Spider-Man comes out in
And like,
October. It's ridiculous.
I had a point from Red Dead Redemption. People are complaining about the $50, but look at AC Mirage. That game's gonna be smaller than Red Dead, and they're charging 60, and Red
Yeah.
Dead's only 50. So I don't know where they're getting this $50 like they're mad from it. But look at AC Mirage. They're charging $60 for a game that's probably not going to be as detailed, probably not going to be as big, and they're only charging 50 for a port that's way bigger game. What do you think about that? Like
Yeah.
people
Well, there's a lot
complaining
there,
about
I
the
mean, yeah,
$50.
yeah.
There's there's way small games for 70, $80. That's and Red Dead's 50 and it's going on PS4 and Switch. Like that's big for Switch. That's really big for Switch.
Well, I think
People
I
don't
think
understand
Red
that.
Dead Redemption 1 is going to outsell Starfield. You know what I mean? Easily.
Maybe.
No, it
I
will.
mean, yeah, it's only $50 and we've
Red
seen
Dead
more.
Redemption
Yeah,
Red Dead Redemption 1 is going to outsell Starfield, no doubt about it. That's just the way it works.
yeah, Game Pass is gonna hurt those sales, I think.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's on
I
Game Pass.
think
Why
it's
would you
gonna
buy
hurt sales.
Starfield unless you're a hardcore fan? You're not buying Starfield. You're going to subscribe more than likely to Game Pass. It's cheaper. And I think they're doing the $1 deal again for like 1 week. I mean, they've shortened it, but
Yeah,
I
they
think
are.
they're doing the $1. So I'm going to probably, I mean, if the game gets like mid scores, I mean, I'm going to buy it regardless, and I'll buy the early access edition.
And
But
that Cooper's Gate 3 game, it's out. It has a 97 on Metacritic right now.
it went up to a 90. There's no way, bro.
It has a higher.
It went up to a 97? Baldur's Gate 3? Who is reviewing that game? It was at oh my god, it's at a 97, Baldur's Gate 3. And the user score is a 9.3. This is insane.
Yeah, it's higher than Zelda. That's.
Well, I mean, it might actually be better than Zelda. I mean, whew.
I mean, yeah. As soon
Look
as
at
you figure out how to
that.
move with the controller.
Holy crap. It was a 96 last night. It went up to a 97.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unbelievable. Now, granted, there's not many reviews because the game's so big. It's a time sink.
No, I think Starfield's gonna get like an 85 to 90. I don't think it's gonna get above 90. And I'm not trying to hate on the game,
Right.
but it's Xbox.
Yeah. No,
the
you're right.
Sony
You're right.
Fanboys will come out and say, "Oh, it's the worst thing. It's
Yeah.
the worst thing ever. I played it." Bro, they have a PlayStation. They don't own an Xbox. How the heck are they gonna play it? Like these Sony fanboys will do anything just to hate on an Xbox.
Oh yeah. Well, they're jealous they
Anything.
can't play it, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been on my laptop's about to die. I have to come outside.
All right. Well,
But
thanks for
yeah,
calling
Michael, yeah, no problem, bro.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to wind the show down here. We're going to see if we can get one last caller on the show. Baldur's Gate 3 is now up to a 97. That is absolute insanity, bro. Holy, ain't nothing beating that. Baldur's Gate 3 is up to a 97, bro. That is absolutely insane. It was at a 96 last night, last time I checked here. Hello, you're on the air.
In Starfield, you said you're not big like on customization, right?
Do you really want to know the answer, or are you just going to say something stupid?
No, I'm actually
No,
curious,
you're
'cause I wanted to
trolling,
talk to you
bro.
about-
You're trolling,
No, I wanted to
bro.
talk to you about customization.
Well, go ahead.
Personally, I was gonna make my character.
No, don't do it. I can't. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Hello, you're on the air.
So you the one who hit my car?
They try to be funny, and it just doesn't land. 818-824. I mean, imagine them on stage at a comedy club. Like, ain't nobody fucking laughing, bro. Nobody's reacting. That's what you fear most. When you get on stage and no one reacts, you don't have the crowd in the palm of your hand. Might as well leave the stage. Might get a reaction then. Hello, you're on the air. 818-824-4937. Last caller, potentially. All right, we're done. We're done. I'm done. I'm tired of talking about the game. We got new information. There's going to be a Q&A dev thing on Discord next week. So we're probably going to not talk about it until there's something new from Bethesda, and it might not be until next week. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But we have 22 days until Starfield, and we shall see how this game ultimately unfolds. So it's just going to be one of those things where we have to stay patient, and we have to go in cautiously optimistic to see how ultimately Starfield unfolds. First new IP from Bethesda in 25 years, and no one cares, but it will be the talk of the town in just 22 days. In fact, before that, it will more than likely be the talk of the town because the game is more than likely going to leak just like every other game does. Before 22 days, I suspect way sooner than that, the game is going to leak. So, if you don't care about spoilers, I would say within the next 2 weeks or so, you definitely need to get off the internet because the game is more than likely going to leak. I'm not saying it will for sure, but like every other game, the game usually does leak. So, it's just one of those things. If Bethesda's not willing to pull the curtain back, or rather the Xbox marketing team, then someone else will, and they will be showing off the game. And we're at this point where something is better than nothing. And I guess next week they're going to have a Q&A session from the developers, and we're going to see how the cookie ultimately crumbles. So it's just going to be interesting. Are you streaming a game later on? Well, we could continue with Baldur's Gate 3, but apparently people don't like watching it. I don't know. So I don't have anything else to play, though. Outside of some game that no one's ever heard of. I mean, it really depends. If you guys want to see more of Baldur's Gate 3, then we'll do more of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm more than happy to play a little bit more of it. The combat, is a little tricky, but the choices seemingly do matter, and there was variation to even the cutscenes. So that was interesting to say the least. I mean, even the cutscenes had variations, and because in that one cutscene that guy got knocked down. He got punched in the face, and then we did it again, and that didn't even play out like that. So it's like, wow, that's kind of interesting. So maybe when they were talking about the 17,000 different endings, maybe that is a reality, which is kind of hard to believe. But yeah, the combat, it's one of those things, big learning curve, and it's a time sink unless you really know what you're fucking doing, and I don't have a fucking clue. So, we could continue with Baldur's Gate 3 later tonight, or we can pick something else. But in terms of something that's new and relevant, Baldur's Gate 3 is hot on the menu.
I love staying.
That's what we're talking about. The real Michael Myers coming through. Let's see if we can pull the fireworks up here. And there we go. The real Michael Myers coming through. New Vegas. New Vegas is irrelevant. Baldur's Gate 3 is... Well, Baldur's Gate 3 reminds me of The Witcher. It just has different combat than The Witcher. It really does remind me of The Witcher. I played The Witcher 3. It's got janky animations. It's got the dialogue over people's heads. Very similar game, at least from feeling. But the combat in Baldur's Gate 3, very different combat in Baldur's Gate 3. So it's just one of those things, it's a tabletop game, and you kind of have to play it like that. It's not a game where you just hack and slash your way through enemies, which it, maybe is a bit of a breath of fresh air. So we can play Baldur's Gate 3, continue that tonight, or we can jump into something else, or, whatever you guys mostly want to see. We're obviously catering and pandering to our audience first and foremost before anyone else new piles in here, which is almost impossible. So that's why we're asking you directly on what you want to potentially see later tonight. So we can jump back into Baldur's Gate 3, or we can jump into something else. It's over! But you got to let me know. I'm down to play more Baldur's Gate 3, but if you guys are saying it's that
the real
trash,
Michael
and,
Myers
it's
super
a
chatted
snooze fest.
$4.99. Saw.
Yeah, we could jump back into Saw. I don't know. The reason why we played those PS3 games was because there wasn't anything else to play. And that was a, great time for him to play those games because there wasn't anything new coming out. So that's why we did that. Now that Baldur's Gate 3 is out, and we're a little behind on it too, we weren't able to cover it on launch day. That's why we're now picking it up. So I don't know, it really depends on what you guys want to see. So, but I can't make any promises. Obviously, we're going to be looking towards what is more recent and relevant than a PS3 game, because we've already played all of the PS3 games, more than likely, mostly, that we do have. So there's no reason to really. I mean, yeah, we do want to continue Saw, but it's just one of those things. So whatever you guys want, we'll see. Play Baldur's Gate 3. These numbskulls can't handle it. Disc milk. Holy shit, long time no see. Boulder's snooze. Well, you guys hate everything, and everything's a fucking drag. I don't know how some of you guys are married and some of you guys have kids and stuff. It's like, I think some of you guys are just straight up lying, because it's like, how are you depressed when you have a family? I mean, I'm not saying you can't be depressed, but you have a life, a job, a respectable job, a family. It's like, I don't know how people can call in and relate to this show if you're not kind of somewhat down bad. I mean, I'm not saying you have to be down bad to fucking resonate with the show, but some of y'all are fucking doing good. And I'm not sure how this is clicking with you, but whatever. I mean, if I had a family, I wouldn't be on YouTube. Wouldn't be watching some fucking loser on here. Not that I'm a loser, but I mean, there's plenty of other losers on here. So you guys can't make up your minds. So I guess we'll just continue with Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, we could jump into Saw, but we could jump back into Baldur's Gate 3 and play more Baldur's Gate 3. And at least see the bear segment. The bear segment could be very interesting. I mean, obviously, I don't think we can show that. I don't know what it shows. That's the thing. I don't know what it shows in Baldur's Gate 3 once you find the bear. Like, I don't know how in detail it gets. I don't know if they if it censors it or what. I don't know if they actually show it. But if they actually show it, then it's well, it explains why so many people like it, I guess. I guess, people get weird. So yeah, I don't know. But there was new Starfield news today, and it dropped while we were on the air. She don't love, and it's so sad. It's so sad. She don't love. It's so sad. She don't love. It's so sad. She don't. She don't. She don't. She don't. She don't love, and it's so sad. 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 Sing it. She don't love, and it's so sad. 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 She don't love, and it's. She don't love, and it's so sad. She don't love, and it's so sad. She don't love. Tough crowd. All right, running the show. You guys can't handle it, so tune in tonight or don't. Figure it out. 818. I mean, that's going to do it for now. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And I guess we did get some new Starfield information. So interesting to say the least. That is going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And we will see you later. It's over.